excited for that.
Let's not rush through this.
Come on. Let's get all the gay jokes in, guys. Let's not skip a single
I haven't heard the Hitler joke. Oh, yes, we have. We have.
All right, you heartless fuck. What's your second one? And Frank number 5 is the crazy one?
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Welcome to part 2 of the Blue Juice Comics 1 True 3 Invitational Tournament. Whatever the hell we're calling it.
All right, Walt.
Wow. All right, so round 1 is over. Let's start eliminating people.
After only 3 hours.
Can I ask, how does this work now? We got everybody.
Losers against losers now to get rid of people.
All right.
Loser rounds.
Loser round. Chris.
I'll tell a story.
And pick somebody who lost. I don't care who.
Sunday Jeff.
Sunday Jeff. Chris and Sunday Jeff.
Here we go.
So I get to tell the story then, right?
Or you can ask. Do you have another question? You can ask a true or false question.
No, we're going to go with the home team is going to be Jeff. So Jeff, you get to choose. We're going to give a story or here.
Okay. Which? I'll give the story.
All right, come over here. All right. You'll get to do it.
But Lozano, did you use your cards yet?
I got one card. Yeah,
that's great.
Left, yeah.
You're all right.
Yeah, you're all right.
But he'll tell us. I gotta let everybody at least tell a story.
Well, I'm just because it definitely the advantage is to somebody who tells the story.
Sure.
Yeah, I wanted to tell a story.
So why don't we? Your tails, your heads, right? And whoever comes up gets to tell the story.
All right.
Right? Okay. Heads. Who's heads?
Me.
You got to tell stories.
Beautiful.
All right.
Do you have any cards left?
Yep.
All right, Sunday Jeff.
Let him through.
Oh, I have to write down.
Let him
All
through.
right, buddy. All right. Speed is of the essence here.
Speed round. Are you ready? We're recording?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Round 2.
I once...
Well, loser round.
Yeah. Thanks for rubbing that in. Okay. I once had a false positive test for HIV. Okay?
Nice.
There you go. All right. Why is that it was false positive?
Positive. That's why I want to tell the story so bad. Yeah, I'm like my last chance.
I need to let the world know.
It's like I've got full-blown AIDS. And second story, I once kicked a man in the chest on the subway.
Just to watch him die.
And I once kissed Tina Fey on the lips for 5 seconds.
Oh, 5 seconds is a long time.
All right, Jeff, quickly.
What made you have to go take the test?
I was in college, and I was messing around with this girl who supposedly was a hoe.
If you took a test, she wasn't supposedly a hoe.
I know this because I paid her.
Yes. No, she was, promiscuous. And I got one of the swabs done, the cheek swabs, HIV test, at school, and found out, and it kind of messed me up for a bit.
Question 2.
What year was this?
1996.
Couldn't you deduce from how old he is?
Certain tests weren't developed yet.
Well, you don't know when they were developed, though. If you knew that, then
I'm saying
that would have been a good question.
Most of the times they do a blood test, so.
Yeah, but when you're on whatever.
When you're on Staten Island.
Question 3.
Are you sure it wasn't from some dude fucking you in the ass?
What's that, Jeff?
Quickly.
Did you tell anybody else?
Not at first.
You don't want to know how we found out that the test didn't come back.
How long does it take for the test to come back? There's so many good questions.
Well, if it's a swab. What was question 2?
He kicked a man on the subway in the chest.
Why?
He came into the subway car and threatened to kill everybody on the train.
So why did you kick him in the chest?
Fucking hero.
Because it was a quick reaction. He threatened to kill everybody on the train, and I was standing in his way.
But he didn't threaten you?
I took it as a threat. He threatened, I'm going to kill, well, he said, I'm going to kill everybody on this fucking train.
Now we know why he wants to tell the story so bad.
Yeah.
Does have.
I don't have hero.
Where did you kiss Tina Fey?
On,
No. Where? Well, like place.
Yeah, it was, my friend used to throw a party every Sunday night. It was called Shout. It was, in 13 University Place. I forgot the name of the bar, but that was the name of the club. And sometimes there would be celebrities there. I didn't know it was her at first, but it put 2 and 2 together because Jimmy Fallon was there. This was before
You said celebrity show up.
he had, well, Jimmy Fallon's a celebrity, bro. And she was there, and we had a moment.
We had a
Can you believe? I mean, it sort of got glossed over. Like, Get Em is dissing Jimmy Fallon. Like, who the fuck are you? Guy's like a comic genius.
What did she do after you kissed her?
Love Jimmy Fallon.
It wasn't like it was the music was loud, and we were talking for a little bit, like really close. It was one of those things like, you know, you turn somebody's ear, and like she was kind of flirting. We kind of like had like I kissed
So you
her.
just brushed your lips?
No, it was a kiss for a second. It was awkward, and it was like a pullback. But I didn't know it was her.
A sleep creep moment.
I didn't know she wasn't. It was just before she got on doing the news with Fallon, because she was a writer for a while. So she was still new. I didn't know it was her until I left.
And what was her reaction after you kissed her?
No, she was just. It was just
Fucking screamed and ran out of the room.
Did she throw up on a cake?
No, I mean, like, did she push you away?
No,
Did
she didn't push me away.
What's the matter with
no,
you?
not at all. It was.
Busted out a swab.
It was like mutual. It seemed like it was mutual.
Did she kick you in the chest?
All right,
Yeah,
you said quickly here.
You got your card? You want to
Sodium
play?
pentothal.
Sodium pentothal.
Okay, so
He's like, I'm going to kiss everybody in this room.
Go ahead. What's the
false one, the Tina Fey isn't true.
Okay, so
Everything but the kiss isn't true.
He said 5 seconds and then said 1 second.
Okay, you got HIV. Or,
No seconds is easier to
Or
believe.
kicking a man on the chest.
I'm going with HIV.
We're gonna do, for the sake of speed.
So false.
Yes, HIV.
False positive. How could you not ask? What the fuck was it like?
Yeah, like
fucking terrible. It was terrifying.
What do you think, Troy?
I don't think HIV, because isn't it true you can't get HIV through saliva?
No, they said
That's
that's
just
why
what
they
they
test.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey got it from him.
HIV.
No, but
So then if you can't transmit
No.
it through saliva, why would your saliva have it?
no. There's a swab test you can get.
You can certainly take a swab.
That's why you would have more of a blood
it
test.
takes
Going to be more accurate
Yes,
than a
takes
swab.
about
which
30 minutes
which
to come back.
obviously
Why you would get a false positive?
which basically
That's why I
made
picked
me
that one.
Clear.
So,
It's like
Brian, what do you
a few
think?
months later.
I believe the HIV one. I think that's true.
I think too. I mean, I love you, dude.
They don't call him
But
Ghost Pussy for no reason.
Yeah, a guy named Ghost Pussy isn't.
He's not going to kick some guy who's threatening
There's
everybody
no
on
way.
the subway.
He wanted
I
to tell
can't
that
say that.
fucking story so bad. He was like, I want to tell a story. He wants to fucking look at a hero.
Yeah, you're right. It can't. It may not. It may not be like, hey, I thought I had AIDS.
Closed on a subway, and you have to take that route. He didn't fucking kill the guy.
But he wanted to tell it. He wanted his moment. He wanted to.
Well, listen, wait, hold on a second. I'm a ghost pussy either way. I lost.
It's because this girl.
He doesn't want to rush up to the table and say, I had an HIV
False
test.
positive to double down on his paranoia.
Right? Who wants to rush up to the table that
You take
badly?
the test 'cause you
He was
already-
so disappointed he may not tell that
It
story.
didn't come up with a routine test.
I got 7 other
And on top of that, he
stories.
got false
Did the guy just lay there? Like, he just unconscious from a kick to the chest?
Yeah, but
do.
it's
No, they
also
do.
you know what?
Quickly.
It's also
They
an
do have that
uneducated. We're all screaming. You're right. Sorry.
All right, ready?
Yes. Sorry.
Ghost pussy ain't no pussy. He fucking took down a terrorist.
Motherfuckers.
You should have seen his face when he was like, I can't tell that story. I can't tell the world I'm a
Probably
hero.
some 6-year-old with a
That was a
plastic
good
gun.
call. That was a good call.
So Sunday Jeff has been
Eliminated.
eliminated.
Jeff, everybody.
Sorry,
We're going to move on. All right, next round. Next player is. How about
tell?
You really don't want
Brian versus Git Em?
I got some good stories.
Brian versus Git Em?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
When we was over at Surf Taco, I was like, please let it be Brian and get him.
Brian, heads or tails?
I'm always wrong. I'll take tails.
Tails.
She said heads.
Okay.
All for not my story.
It's heads. So, get him. Do you want to tell?
Tell.
You want to tell? Oh, Brian.
Here's a sheet right here for you.
Yeah, I know.
So far, every guesser has been eliminated.
It's hard.
Well, everybody here is a fucking magnificent liar.
Yeah. At the end, I want to hear what your favorite stories. I mean, obviously, so far the cake throwing up is.
Yeah, you're not going
Greg
to top
Five.
that.
He's got the best story.
I can't believe, like, if I get eliminated, I can't believe I sat there and came up with all those fucking stories.
Well, that's just not fair. I think we got to allow
Your game, man.
a wild card.
That round went fast.
Oh, my God.
So if we keep
It's
doing
not-
it like that,
yeah,
that last
okay.
round went fast.
Ming's like,
So,
listen, I'm
you're
on
giving me the
fucking
story?
beer garden. Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay, let's roll.
Okay, this category is called That's Gittertainment.
Oh, my God.
What a douche.
Come on, man, quick.
No, it's not.
Not fucking stupid jokes.
Okay. When I was a baby, before I was adopted, I had pictures taken of me while I was in the care of the Diocese of Trenton, and it got published to a calendar. And because of that, my parents never got royalties.
Story 2.
What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
For me.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked one.
So you were a child model.
Shit, I'm
Baby.
Baby model.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. T lived with my family for a little while filming his television show.
The cartoon.
I pity the fool who lived with Git Em. I was the second man on the moon.
It's so fucking stupid that I'm like, could it be that?
Number 3. I was flown out to California as a child to help somebody with their role in the show L.A. Law.
Was it Benny?
Like, I feel like it was just some fucking homeless.
It's true.
Reference.
You have a card, Brian.
Like, it was some homeless guy who was like, I'm Mr. T, and they're like, awesome.
He's got gold chains.
Well, we'll ask your questions and then play your card.
Okay. All right.
I'm just going back to the notebook.
Yeah. I got so close last time. All right. So it was, you were a child model who got no fucking royalties because you were under the care of the fucking archdiocese.
The Diocese of Trenton, yeah.
Mr. T lived with your family when you were a kid.
Oh,
Hey there, Git Em. Go give me my drink.
Family. And what was the third one again?
I was flown out to California to help someone with a role on the show L.A. Law.
Flown to LA to help with LA Law. I don't know why I'm bothering to write that one down. What who was this calendar for? What company?
I'm not sure I was a baby, but my parents discovered it by they saw it like in a doctor's office. Like, I guess they handed it out to the doctor's offices.
It was like a baby in it with no teeth in the front.
Yeah, no, fucking, it says baby on a fucking LED thing. Fucking unwanted.
Slice of extra greasy pizza next to it.
Ming's cousin had it. He stole it.
How would they know it was you?
Because they adopted me and it looked exactly like me.
Said Git Em across.
Oh, these are your adoptive parents?
Yeah.
They saw the 666 mark on the back of his neck.
His tail.
I had a very distinctive fontanelle.
Stumpy tang.
Well, what course of action did they take to secure royalties?
Who? The diocese?
No, you said your adoptive parents didn't get royalties.
Yeah, they didn't
Why
get
would
any payment from it because...
Why would they think they were due payment? Like, how did they know that, or why would they think that?
Because it was a picture of me and they were my adoptive parents, so they assumed that the rights went back.
So what course did they take to find that out?
They contacted a lawyer and they told them no.
Is that the last question on that one?
Yes. I feel like I should have used this first, and then I would have only had those questions for 2, right?
No.
No?
Yeah, that's short. It's on the
To save time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. T, why?
He was filming a show up in New York.
No, you said that in the...
Yeah.
But
Okay.
why would he live with your family?
He knows relatives of mine that live out in California.
You don't think Mr. T can afford a hotel room?
He bought all that gold.
Staying with my man Git Em.
I pity the fool.
I'm cash poor.
That's the name of the show.
And where did you live when he moved in with you?
My family lived up in North Jersey, so it wasn't in my house. It was with family members of mine up in North Jersey.
Oh, so he didn't live with you?
No,
He lived
with
with
my
family
family.
members. Oh, okay.
My father lives up in North Jersey.
Mm-hmm. And what was the name of the show he was doing?
I Pity the Fool. He would go to failing places and try to pump up the people who work there with inspiration.
Okay. L.A. Law.
Question 1. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Corbin Burnson's.
How were you tapped for this particular
They went to
service?
one of my psychologists when I was a child, and they said they were looking for a character. They were looking for someone to help with a character who was highly functional, had problems with socializing, that kind of deal, but could still like work in a. Wanted to play him as he was mentally disabled, but functioning.
Did I just read your fucking Match.com profile?
Question 2.
And how old were you when you served as the consultant on LA Law?
That would have been around 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Was it 8 or 9?
What? How old were you? 8 or
Yeah.
9?
89.
No, he said 8 or 9.
No, it was about 10 or 11. Yeah.
So LLO was on when you were 8 or 9?
It's been
Yeah,
on
came on.
forever.
Yeah.
It's been off.
Oh, really? How old are you now?
I'm 37.
So 30 years ago, LA Law was on?
No, not 30. Not 30 years ago.
Mid-80s.
25.
In fact,
Yeah.
it get canceled
Okay.
after he consulted with
All right, Brian.
Did were you paid for this?
I don't even know. That one went through my parents. That probably went towards my college.
Or the diocese.
Yeah, the diocese got all the fucking money.
Jesus got my
All right, so now I turn this in, right?
Turn the sodium pentothal in, and he
Okay.
has to reveal one of his lies.
Okay.
Go ahead, get him.
Oh, flown out to California.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, so it's Mr. T, or it's
baby get him.
Baby didn't get no royalties.
I think Mr. T is true.
royalties.
So we're gonna go with that,
I gotta go with Mr. T
and
being the truth.
Git Em is spent some time living on the same roof as Mr. T.
Hey, all right. Nice work,
no, I got
Brian.
it
You
right
got
here.
the first victory of questioning.
All right, Git Em, you are eliminated.
The audience is so upset right now.
All right, who else lost besides me? We can have a wild card round, me and you, to move.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, you ready?
Let's do this.
All right. If I'm out here, then I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
right.
Well, what happens if you win?
He hasn't lost yet, so he's still in.
Then I'm still in it.
Right.
We're gonna be here a long time.
So he's got
Not if y'all
he's got no.
Get to talking. Let's go.
When you're still in it too.
Yeah.
Right. Got it.
Story 1. After season 3 of Comic Book Men, I went to seek professional help for
Anal warts?
No, for a social anxiety disorder.
Oh.
Story 2.
Well, now I'm just empathetic.
My voice appears on the new Monster Magnet album, Cobras and Fire. In the first weeks of moving to Highlands at the age of 11, an older boy convinced me to streak through the backyards on my street with him. Totally nude.
I'm younger than Walt, mind you. So I wasn't that older boy.
Really playing.
Right away,
Sodium pentothal.
Wow.
Good one. Good move.
Pre-questions. I don't want to be wasting fucking time in questions. Which one's not true?
I do not appear on the new Monster Magnet
That was a
album.
mistake. I thought that was it.
Well, that's good. Then.
That's good.
So that's
That's
just
good.
helped you, though.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
All right, so you want to give me
So
questions?
it's either streaking or the therapist.
Yeah, I went to a therapist.
Either one is equally hard to believe.
Yeah.
How long did you go to the therapist?
One visit.
Okay.
That rings true.
Who talked more? Her or you?
It wasn't her. And he talked way more.
I don't think I need any more questions. I'll ask them, but
Okay.
how much did it cost?
It was covered under my insurance.
How old were you when you streaked?
I was 11.
Who was the guy you streaked with?
Can I tell his name? I guess we'll bleep it out.
I want to hear it.
The guy, well, the guy the older kid who convinced me to do it, his name was.
Fuck, I knew you were going to say that. He ended up being pervy. Yeah. He got busted watching a girl take a crap.
Crap?
Yeah.
Ooh,
well, it was just like, it was... Well,
he's into the brown?
No, it was one of those things where it's like, well...
What can brown do for you?
My only opportunity, because I'm like, she's naked and, you know, this is the situation.
How far did you streak?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 through 6 backyards.
Fuck, I'm out of questions.
Ask a cop. Here we go. Coming off a victory.
Why did you only go for the one visit?
I felt the questions were ridiculous.
I was cured.
And I didn't believe that I had anything is wrong with me. But it was my wife asked me to go because I came home from the Baltimore Comic-Con. Pretty upset because I just didn't want to go, and it didn't go. It didn't turn out as well as I hoped it would. And then she said that you probably have a mild anxiety disorder, and just talking wouldn't hurt. You should just go. You know, you have the insurance. Why wouldn't you do it? So I went.
She's like, plus you can bring up that gay streaking. See what that was all about.
The gay streaking.
I have any more questions about that? I'll move on to the streaking. Actually, I don't even have questions about the streaking. I'm just going to say the streaking ones. How many more
dialing
questions?
it in on this one.
How many more questions? But
We'll find the man guilty.
Seeing the therapist thing, I'd be surprised they didn't talk about that on the show, or at least tell you guys. And the streaking thing, he did tell the story about being freaked out by seeing Davy Jones in the Monkees credits at that when he was that age.
I was younger. I was younger when I saw the Monkees. Yeah.
Chris Lane was pushing him down the street in a bathtub.
Social anxiety. On the other hand, you're comfortable enough to streak.
Big difference in ages, though.
It's a coin toss, and I'm going to say that the streaking is true.
Damn it, Troy.
Max, what do you got?
Fuck.
You've been wrong every time.
No, the last 2 times he's been right.
He's like, I'll kick him in the chest.
I was so confident that it was the fucking therapist because I like, as soon as he said that the therapist talked more and he didn't think he had to play it, it just like, that's exactly how it went the one time I went to see a fucking therapist. In 6 backyards, you got to jump fences. Like, there's a lot to do running through backyards and shit.
Not in Highlands.
They didn't have fences back then.
Well, I'd be telling them to be quiet.
What fucking year do you think it was? They had fucking... You don't think they had
Fence technology had not been invented yet.
I'll even tell you. There was really no separation from the yards. It was just a clean run right through one side to the other.
Fuck, Troy, why didn't you ask more questions?
Really?
Yes. There's 3 I can think of right now that would really help me out.
Then
I'm out of cards. It's fine. It's the therapist. Final answer.
Therapist. Where's that
I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you, did I? It was. I had just moved to Highlands. An older boy had shown wanted to hang out with me, and he said that he would run through the yards and he would time himself. And he convinced me and another kid who's now dead to go with him one night and streak from 6 backyards to his house where we had put clothes.
I wanted you to ask him what happened when they were done.
Okay, but
when we were done, I really felt weird and I didn't want to talk about it.
But do you honestly think Walt goes to one session of therapy, thinks it's bullshit, doesn't go anymore, and doesn't tell these guys?
See, I would think that.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
I would never tell them.
No one else.
I don't believe.
If I had to guess, I would have thought that was the true one.
Therapist?
Yeah, the therapist. I absolutely would have thought that. Like you said.
Why would you?
I would see him thinking
the one time, like you went once, you're like, this is bullshit.
Well, the first 2 seasons, he didn't give a shit. The third one, there's more pressure. Are you going to get a 4th season? Like, they're canceling all these reality shows? I thought I was on that shit.
It wasn't. Well, Ming, and you went first, you're in now, and let's go with Frank 5.
Frank 5 versus Ming.
Yeah.
Who's telling now?
Me and you, Max.
I will say, let's flip a coin.
Yep. All right.
Who's calling it? Oh, who's Ted's? I'm taking tails. Then
You're taking tails.
I'm taking tails.
All right.
I like this new proactive Ming. He's like, here's what's
Ming,
going
it's
on.
tails. You want to
All right,
tell?
I'm going to
or
tell.
what to
Okay,
do?
Mike and Q, you're up next.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Speed round there, buddy.
All right. Story number 1. Got caught stealing newspapers off my neighbor's doorstep when I was younger because I wanted the Calvin and Hobbes strip inside. Story number 2. Slapped
I
up.
love this guy so much.
Story number 2. Story number 2. Slapped a homeless man with a slice of pizza.
Just to watch him die.
That's way more gangster than kicking that guy in the chest on the subway.
I agree.
Because Ming's a foodie.
And story number 3. I took a drink out of a bottle of my brother's piss.
Another piss. A second piss drinking story.
Popular.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the.
I just felt like there's a lot of shit on TV about people drinking pee. Survivor Man's drinking pee. Everybody's drinking
A lot of piss stories,
A lot of
Q.
piss stories.
It's in.
Kind of getting tingly. Yes. All
Oh,
right.
sorry,
All right,
I didn't do this, but
Frank,
it's too late.
Start questioning.
All right,
All right.
so what was his first story again?
Story, I stole newspapers
Calvin and
off.
Hobbes.
Calvin and
Stealing
Hobbes.
newspapers.
Got stealing newspapers on my neighbor's
how-
You're
doorstep.
supposed to put those on when you tell the story.
Yeah, I forgot.
Now, do you have cards?
You have 2 cards.
Yeah.
Is this if he loses? Is he out now?
No, I won.
Because he won the
Oh
first
my
round.
God! So
No, we're here till Tuesday. It looks like.
all right.
All right. The how long did you take the
It
newspapers
was 1 week. I got caught after 1 week.
after 1 week? Who caught you?
My neighbor did.
And what did
The only person that would care.
and what did you? What happened to you? What were the ramifications of stealing the newspapers?
She told my mom I got grounded for a week.
The next one was the pizza with the homeless person.
Yes,
You said that you slapped them.
with a slice of pizza.
Yard train.
Where did they get hit with the pizza?
Right in the face.
Yeah, he said that in the description.
Did you throw it at them?
I didn't throw it. It was a slap.
Did you puke on the pizza first?
Is that 3 for that one?
That was 2.
I watched
When-
Debbie Chin eat it
When did
without
it
telling
happen?
her.
It was about a month ago. Not that long ago.
Wait, last month you slapped someone?
Last month, yeah.
Homeless dude?
He
Homeless
has been
guy.
awfully gangster lately.
Good for
He's
you,
not
man.
taking shit from
Step-
everybody.
step-
Skin, what'd you say, homeless?
Even,
Kai, the homeless guy?
even that fucking homeless guy, you were big timing.
The last story was
He got all big.
I took a drink out of a bottle of my brother's piss.
your brother's.
Yes. May he rest in peace.
And was it an accident?
No.
That's the second time you question's been answered.
Of course, I did it on purpose. What was the piss in?
It was in a shampoo bottle.
Why would you drink shampoo?
I didn't. It was piss.
Duh.
Showering together.
Okay, that was 3. You want to play your cards?
Yeah, we'll do the sodium one.
Okay.
Let's eliminate the newspaper one.
Wow.
So you either drank, pissed, or slapped a homeless dude.
In a shampoo bottle.
Piss.
In a shampoo bottle.
The guy with a pizza.
Slice of pizza.
Slice of pizza.
I
Yeah,
guarantee he had it coming. Right,
All
man?
right, so do you want to play your Troy card?
Talk shit about I
I want to save this just in case.
Okay, good thing.
You better watch it, it'll kick you in the
I'll be able
chest.
to go on no matter what because I already have one.
Yeah, so
one
you
lost,
could
right?
just tell us what you think.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's the homeless guy.
Okay, Bri, what do you think?
I really want to believe it's he slapped the homeless guy with the pizza.
I couldn't believe you didn't ask why you
Why
slapped
is
him.
that? What did the homeless guy do to earn the slap?
I want it to be the homeless guy too, so I'm going to go with homeless guy.
All right. Did you give
Like maybe if we get
the
enough
sealed
positive
envelope?
energy up,
Let's see let's see how Ming treats the people who are falling on
the
hard
less
times.
fortunate.
Less fortunate than he is.
Motorcycle.
Slapped a homeless man.
Yeah, nice.
Strike 5.
Yes.
Wow.
Why did you slap him?
I was making a funny video. I was drunk. I was making a funny video.
What? There's not
And,
bum fights.
Yeah, I didn't do it. It wasn't on
Bum
purpose.
slice.
I was gesturing around, and he happened to be passing by, hit him in the face with the pizza.
This was a funny video?
Well, I didn't know it was
arguable.
It was going to be funny before you.
Definitely slapped him.
It was going to be funny before the pizza hit him in the face. And after I did that, I apologized profusely. I was like, "Sorry, dude. Sorry. I'm so sorry." And he was and he was like, "Oh man." He's like, "No, man. That's cool. You got $1?"
You're from Hollywood.
All he wanted was $1.
So for $1, you could slap this man in the face. with
Apparently, yes.
sounds like
apparently.
good.
Good guess.
Bring him in.
I was about to say he's homeless. I mean,
Good guess.
All right.
Move on.
All right, Mike,
It's like a step away from the knockout game, right?
You want to flip the coin on this one, buddy?
we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad.
Bro, that's like the most niche porn ever. Little Chinese guys that almost has a pizza.
Yeah, right.
All right.
That would be some
Mike,
viral
what do you want to be
shit
heads, tails?
I don't care. Go.
I'll be heads.
Kicking it over.
Oh, fuck. I just fucking...
That was awesome.
Tails.
Tails, you want to tell or
I'm going to tell.
You're going to tell. All right. I'm going to deduce.
Okay.
The art of deducing.
You want to give me your hard one, Mike?
I'm going to deduce. All right. Here we go.
Look out for Mike, man. He's fucking tricky. Makes you think he has balls, and then turns out he pays a fine.
Look at all that money. Look at all that money. I just want to remind everybody at home that we're all staring at $900 in a lockbox
And a lot
on
of
the
prizes,
table.
too.
A lot of prizes.
All right.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Yes.
All right. Q.
Yes.
I had sex with a female teacher when I was in high school.
Okay. I like how you noted female.
He's like, I'm going to cut the jokes off at the pass.
Seriously, come on, look at this fucking table, right?
I'm so worried about the time that I'm not letting stuff like that go.
So everybody take a minute to slow down.
Yeah. I'm trying to rush through it but
Gotcha.
let's enjoy it. We're only here one time. This many people at one time.
Right.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
Right.
It's only 9:15. It's really not even that late.
Let's not rush through this.
Come on.
Let's
get all the gay jokes in, guys. Let's not skip a
And I
single
haven't
gay
heard a
joke.
Hitler joke. Oh, yes, we have. We have. So we're good on the Hitler jokes with you. We're going to
The
the
hate rally. Well,
yes.
it turned out to be no jokes.
Okay, I fucked a woman who was 20 years older than me by accident.
Again, specifying it's a woman.
Yes. And I lost my virginity at my brother's wedding to my new sister-in-law's boss, who was a woman.
Who was a woman?
Virginity. Okay, let's do this. Sex with female teacher in high school. Yep. How did that happen?
I was taking an art class,
Yeah.
and I was 16, and she came up behind me. She used to give me back rubs when I was doing sketches, and she asked me to stay after one time, and it just happened.
What grade?
I was 15, sophomore.
Okay. And what was the fallout of it?
I thought that I was in love with her, but I wasn't. I figured. She was also like 15 years older than me, and I knew. It turned out she wasn't. No,
You have made her 30.
she was. Yeah. So that was. I knew it was doomed. So.
Okay. Sex with the older woman.
Yes.
Where did that take place?
Where?
Yeah.
20 years older and accidentally.
Yeah.
It was at her apartment.
You accidentally made love to her in her apartment.
Well,
Sleep
no.
creeping.
Where does the accident?
The accident was.
Tell me where the accident comes into.
Okay,
this.
I was actually hitting on her daughter.
Okay.
And I ended up with her. So accidentally, I ended up
Oh,
with her.
got a little Johnson in him.
Yeah. Like that.
Well, she had a little Johnson.
Okay.
I'm going to hear that a detailed account later on.
That's hot. Johnson approves.
What was her name?
Her name was Gina.
Gina. All right. Just checking his response on that one. All right. So you lost your virginity. Recap that story for me?
It was my brother's wedding. And it was my new sister-in-law's boss.
Sister-in-law's boss. Okay, tell me that. How'd that happen?
We were at the after party.
Right.
And we were sitting around watching football in one of the ante rooms. And again, one thing led to another. And boom. Yeah. And there you go.
I had some spare belly.
Boom.
2 more, Q.
Yeah, and how was she? How much older than you was she?
Oh, she had to be at least 25 years older. I've got a pattern.
No, fucking
sure
hags
does.
and shit.
No, she was really attractive. Yeah, she was 40 years old.
She was 40, so that makes you 15. Let's see. So in 2 of the stories, you have sex with older woman. In the first one, you're 16 or 15. This is all stories of sex with older women. I have one more question left on the old one. When was the last time you spoke to her?
That day.
That day.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any cards, Q?
On the plus side, my sister-in-law got a promotion. Yeah.
A promotion.
Due to your prowess?
I don't know, but it was like within weeks of her getting married. So. Wait a minute, you can't score points off me.
Because that woman realized she statutory raped him.
Hush money.
Do you have any cards, Q? Or
I do, but I'm going to save them.
Really?
Because the next round's the important one.
They're all important.
Yeah, but I
If you're
could
not in it,
I could take the loss on this one. All right. Well, his details were inconsistent on the sex with the female teacher in high school. The sex with the older woman, I don't see how that's a relevant or a story after telling the other 2.
Well, it was.
What?
It was.
Yeah, be quiet. Get him.
I mean, it's such a close story to Brian's story that I feel like we would have heard it before. You know what I mean?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I fucked an old lady too.
Older than Brian even.
Well, it was a woman, right?
All right, well, it's you, Troy.
It's the girlfriend thing that's getting me because he was trying to have sex with the girl and ended up having sex with the mother, which is almost identical to.
Do you call that an accident?
Well, he did.
I know, but
No, you don't call it an accident.
no.
All right.
Happy accident.
I'm gonna go with the virginity at the wedding. That could be true. I'm gonna go with the virginity at the wedding is true.
All right, Brian. Any thoughts on that?
So losing the virginity at the wedding to your sister-in-law's
Boss.
It was very specific.
There would be alcohol involved.
Who? Okay. And you were 15, but then there was the teacher.
But the teacher just he flubbed the details in that. He said 16, then 15. So that can't be true if he's flubbing details.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I wrote it down as you were saying.
Yeah, because there was a conflict with 1 and 3.
There was a conflict.
It's right here in the book. I wrote it down.
So you're going with what, Q?
I'm going to go with virginity at the wedding.
Okay. Anybody?
I think 2 is the true one.
2 is the
2 is
the accidental.
The daughter ends up sleeping with mom.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm with Q. I think it's as well.
It's the wedding.
Yeah.
Mike has a lot of accidental sex, apparently.
Oof. All right.
Oops.
All right.
By accident, he did a woman. Now, you said that, right?
Yeah, because you're at your employee's wedding and you decide you're going to sleep with her groom's 15-year-old brother.
Right.
It was very specific.
And also, you could see when he said that she was older, she was like, he started doing the math in his head to figure out, wait, I said I lost my virginity, but I supposedly slept with the teacher when I was 15. So you could see he was doing the math in his head real fast to figure out how old he had to be to lose his virginity.
He's good.
That's why
All right,
1 and 3 conflicted, right?
Q,
1 and
Q
3
has,
conflicted. Stories
1 win, 1
He
loss.
has a loss now. All right. Who hasn't gone twice yet? You went twice. You went twice.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's gone twice?
I think so.
Okay, so now we're into who hasn't told a story yet.
Oh, you know what? Who
Brian Johnson.
already has a loss?
Everybody except for Frank.
Frank and Mike.
Yeah, so that's the finals. Right?
Well, they're automatically in. They're automatically move on.
Each other now that we
So
won.
now it should be
everybody's got to strike.
It should be a win-loss person should go to eliminate. Right.
Tell me, say that again.
It should be two
win,
people
one
with a win and a loss because one of them. Will
Yeah,
be
it was when we get him out of there right away.
That's right.
All right, so Brian has to tell.
Right.
Who should he tell against?
Who else
Max?
has a win and a loss? Maxwell?
Yeah, I just went, so that's.
Okay, Max. And you have no cards, right, Brian?
I don't have any cards.
Well, you don't need any cards. Here's your storyteller.
yeah.
Do you have any
I
cards?
used my cop card and my cop said I have no further questions.
That's true.
So the two people who have no
Are Mike
and Frank.
and Frank.
So they're the finalists.
I mean, if you're, they can't. They automatically, I think, have to move on with it until we eliminate everybody.
I think that they should have a bye into the Final Four because they're 2-0.
Well, that's obvious.
And then when you get to the Final Four, just make it fucking single elimination.
Well, we're about to eliminate someone here, and then you and I have to go, and then one of us will be eliminated. Then it's the Final Four, right?
And then make it single elimination.
That's right. Yeah, I
think so.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
All right.
I like
go.
that.
So I tell the story now? Okay.
You want to give me your true story? You want to write it down?
Sure.
Woo.
See, I would expect you to pull your dick out and run down the street, not Walt.
Well, like I said, and I just moved into town.
Trying to impress an older
Trying to
boy.
impress
Now, like
the
none of that
older
makes
boy.
sense to me.
I don't know if you knew this kid, though. Who died, though? Who was the...
I'll beep this out, but he died, and he was one of the kids that went with us.
How did he die?
I don't know.
Oh,
Someone
did-
just told me he died recently.
Oh, really?
Also, the Final Four
I would have never,
has to
ever,
be
ever thought of him again. Ever.
has to be single elimination then.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be.
As soon as you
Not-
get to
not
the
even
Final
for
Four.
time, but just for the math to work out.
Right.
Their prize for being undefeated is that
They're automatically there.
They don't.
That's right.
They literally do not have to
Yeah.
play again until they're in the finals. It could be 10 more fucking in.
Whereas any one of us could get eliminated now.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. And then the Final Four is single elimination. All right.
And just don't pit Mike against him, and that way they both have.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brian.
So we're ready?
Ready.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
My brother Darren and I had a contest to see who could randomly report more people that have that 1-800 How's My Driving erroneously. But school buses were off limits. We wouldn't do school buses. I was constantly at odds with a neighbor when I lived in my old house. And you know those vinyl stickers that have the family on them that people always put, like soccer moms put on the minivans?
Right.
I took a razor at night and I cut the little one's head off and wrote soon just to fuck with them.
True.
And the third one was I called a furrier after seeing an ad in a local paper and made a death threat against them from a payphone.
All right, 1-800 number. What was their response overall? In general, was it positive? Did they seem like they cared?
They just took down facts. What was the person doing? Obviously they have that little code on the bottom.
Did anybody give you any shit for it?
No, because you do it anonymously. They don't have to.
But I mean, in the sense of nobody went, bullshit, that's Rick, he fucking drives great. You're a piece of shit? Okay.
No. It's like, I think they use like a call house and like it's a system or a company because all you do is give the number and then.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little sexy between us right there. Looking into your eyes and I lost my train of thought. Fuck. I don't really have any more questions for that one. Was that 3? I don't think it was, but okay. So the second one was, because I can't read my own fucking writing.
It was the
You cut the head off the family sticker.
That's pretty crazy.
The littlest
For
one.
Brian, I don't think so. I feel like that's something I would do. So I don't. Did you know the people who owned this vehicle?
I mean, I didn't know them. They lived 3 doors down.
Were you high at the time?
No.
When you got back to the house, did you celebrate the fact that you had done that with Suzanne?
This was pre-Suzanne. This was when I lived in a house.
Okay.
Club 46 in Highlands.
That was a good question. So the furry thing.
The furrier.
Why do you hate furries?
Furrier.
What the fuck is a
Like,
furrier?
like they sell mink coats, that kind of thing.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you hate them. You answered that one. Those guys are dicks. You can buy a fake coat that looks real. I don't know why you need to
He's got a cousin.
kill a bunch of animals. Fuck. You said you used a payphone. I should have wrote all these things down like Q.
It didn't help me, buddy.
How far away was this payphone?
From
where you lived.
Oh, wait. How far was the payphone from where
How
I
far
lived,
did you have
or
to
from
travel to make the call?
3 blocks.
What year was it?
It would have been 1991, 92, somewhere in there.
Did they even have those fucking stickers pre-Suzanne? Like, those stickers are in the last not so long, so...
It could be a lot quicker.
And I feel like, I legit called, like, dude fucking almost killed me and the kids, and I called the 800 number, and the lady was like, no, fuck you, we know that guy. He drives great. And, like,
a lot riding on this, so I'm not going to rush you.
It's, no, it's fine. I'm going with the hate call.
The hate call to who?
The fucking, the furrier.
Of the 2 hate calls.
Well, that was not really hate as much as it is a joyous occasion to have a friendly competition with his brother. I just don't think that you could call whatever it is a competition's worth of 800 numbers and just get someone that goes, all right, what was the number? And when did this occur? Thank you for calling 1-800, how's my driving? Like you
should work for that.
Okay. Yeah, all right, so you're on the record now. You're going with the call to the furrier.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Let's reveal another
is the true one.
elimination.
I think the call to the furry is the real one.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I said.
Oh,
that's what he's saying.
I was about to say, wait, did I fuck that up?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And OG Tell 'em Steve Dave Bryan is the first Tell 'em Steve Dave member eliminated. It was the furrier.
I hate furriers.
I had the same exact thought as you as far as the stickers. That's not big pre-Susan.
The thing is the key was how far he traveled. If he would have said 6 blocks, I would have went, no fucking way he goes 6 blocks to make that call. But 3 blocks seems reasonable.
I had no doubt on that.
Wouldn't it be fucked up?
Who hasn't gone in a while? Chris, right? Me and you?
I was hoping it was true.
Right, do that next
We'll
week.
flip a coin, or me and you?
What's that?
It doesn't matter. I went, so you guys go.
Okay.
Where's that coin?
Would you like to come over here,
It
Cuda?
was a long time ago, but it was a very
coin go?
basic, like,
Brian.
All right.
like I saw your ad in the paper, and I was wondering.
So you guys each have one
did you
elimination.
do the murdering
Yeah.
yourself, or you
Whoever
have somebody
loses
else do it
out.
for you?
All right.
No, so you was trying to really
All right,
bring him
Walt.
down.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
He started quoting the Bible.
Walt, say tails.
He got biblical.
Tails. Do you want to tell? Or do
I
you
want
want
a story tell.
You're going to story tell. All right, Walt will be storytelling.
Okay, you can even stay there.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
You want to give me...
Yeah, I'll write it down.
He is out after this, right?
Quickly now.
Settle for a second. Everybody calm down. It's Walt versus Chris Lodondo in sudden death elimination time. Walt, would you like to give me your story, my friend?
Yeah.
Chris, you are in a... Do you have any lifelines left?
I got one. I got to ask a cop.
Oh, boy.
Which I...
The least
ripped in
valuable
half.
of the lifelines.
As long as I can get a PBA card this year.
Hey, I sniffed out the naked streaking.
You know what? I wish I had asked you for your opinion on the mic when I'd be in the final. That's all right. All right.
Okay, is everybody set?
Okay.
All right, Walt.
All right.
Story one.
1.
I can't believe Maxwell's such a pussy. He's calling 1-800. How's my driving? You fucking tattletale bitch.
I felt the same way when I made the call.
One time while at a car repair shop, I was asked by a mechanic to drive the car into the lift myself.
I already want this to be true.
I didn't have enough confidence in my driving ability to get it on there properly, so I panicked, and I said I better not give it a go because I'm legally blind, and I have a depth perception problem, and I would not feel comfortable doing it.
I drove here, but...
I didn't want to say it out loud because I wanted to wait for his question. Like, I'm blind.
I said legally blind. There's a big difference.
And depth perception.
You can't fucking drive if you're legally blind.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you
If you're
can.
legally
What?
If you're legally blind in one
Welcome
eye.
to Jersey.
Well,
Oh, wow. All
How
right.
the fuck are you legally blind?
All right, we got to get...
Wesley Walker was a New York Jets wide receiver. He was legally blind. He's almost a Hall of Fame player.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Touche.
All right, story 2.
Okay.
I accept that.
Mine are not like headlines.
Yeah,
Well, there's lots of
got to
different
apologize.
styles. Mike essentially just told the same story 3 times.
I was in the fourth.
seems to be a good strategy.
In the 4th grade, we were allowed to bring albums into school on Fridays and listen to them at the end of the day. I brought in my very first double album, Live and Sleazy by the Village People. On the way home from school that day,
He sucked
I
the
walked
dick.
through the park, and there was
We're in a construction worker outfit.
I walked through the park, and there was a group of older kids playing football, and they obviously needed one more guy to play, so they asked me to play. I put my album down, and one of the kids noticed it, and they kept asking me if I liked pussy or dick. And
Duh, look at the album.
but during the course of the game, I made a really sweet one-handed snag, and from the rest of the afternoon, they called me.
Please be true. There is a God that is real.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't you give up the win just to...
I'll fucking go home right now if that's a real thing.
What's worse than ghost pussy?
All right. The third
We got
story,
a title.
That's a headline. Snag sweet one-handed catch.
While holding Village People album in the other hand.
I totally forgot what the first story was. After that.
All right, second story.
Third.
Third story, sorry.
I just want.
My wife said on the way out to work, you have to drop off some important taxpayers at the accountant's office. I was told
Taxpayers or tax papers?
tax papers. I was told by my wife, just drop them off and go at the window. But when I got there, what I thought was the receptionist kept asking me questions about the paperwork I was turning in.
As she should.
I didn't know any of the answers, and I felt embarrassed I didn't know any of the answers.
I'm legally blind.
So I told my wife later on that evening that, like you said, I just had to drop off the papers. When she started asking me questions, I pretended I didn't speak English. She asked me, who did I give the papers to? I told her who it was when I described the receptionist. She said,
No habla inglés, wife. Mi esposa.
she didn't think that was the receptionist. She thought that was the actual accountant, and she reminded me that I had spoken to her last year at length. And horrified, my wife refused to go back to that accountant. We had to get a new accountant. She wouldn't go back after she thought I told someone I talked to that I didn't speak English.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Now you have to remember, this is a guy who, like, our high school guidance counselor came into the store and he thought it was his grandmother. Any of these are totally possible.
He told a story about seeing a therapist because of social anxiety. And now he's faking blindness at a mechanic and speaking English at an accountant. Even though it was a lie, you might want to consider that therapist.
Okay, so first story.
First story,
first question.
I told the mechanic when he was like, hey, pussy, get your car up there yourself. And I was like, I can't.
What was wrong with your car?
Oil change.
Okay. Was this one of those oil change shops or just a gas station place?
This was a place that just did oil changes. It was on Route 36 by A&P. Remember the hot dog girl used to be there all the time?
Oh, yeah. And then the people, like, there was a girl that sold hot dogs in an American flag bikini. Huge boobs. Constantly busy. The next year, this older couple took over, and the drop off was they didn't know.
Nobody wants to buy a shriveled hot dog.
Yeah,
they
couldn't figure. They didn't, like, ahead of time. They weren't like, well, maybe the bikini girl has something to do with it. And like, I mean, it had to be like a 98% business drop off.
You're buying the most phallic fucking thing. Like, hey,
Come on, Edna.
sell some wieners in a bikini, and then it's like fucking America.
Yeah.
All right. I have one more question for. Yeah.
What type of what'd you get done?
And
where
I
was
do
it?
have one question for
One more
that.
question.
Was your family with you?
No.
Okay, second story.
I like how they, like, begrudgingly accepted you. They're like, all right, pretty sweet catch, but still, we see the album.
Was this in? This was in Highlands?
No, I was in fourth grade. I was in Woodbridge.
Okay. Was it in Highlands?
Was this clothing optional touch?
Yeah.
Did this affect your decision to streak?
Did you tell any of your other friends about that story?
I didn't really have any friends. I only lived there for 1 year, but I did go home and tell my mom because I had no idea what pussy or dick meant.
Okay. All right. And last question.
No idea.
What it must have been like then to come to Highlands and be accepted by the coolest guy in the fucking school to be your friend.
I really wasn't. I really didn't know. I was only there for 1 year in that school. I really didn't have a lot of kids I would call friends. I wasn't like other than being called.
I was that one time.
It seemed like it was a positive gesture at the time because
it was almost like loving. I thought it was like they were like impressed with me and like really like being friendly to me.
My whole life I've tried to become something special.
Like what? Where's your album?
I can't tell because you're giving away a lot of information that you're not getting asked. So I don't know if this is something.
I did it to both.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit. Do you still own that vinyl?
Live and Sleazy?
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay.
And it's not on iTunes.
Oof. This is tough. All right. So last story is
I pretended to not speak English to my accountant.
Tax.
Okay.
Taxgate.
Was this at a bank or a tax office? At your accountant's office?
No, it was at an office.
Okay.
Horrible question.
Well, no, because he said it was like a teller type of thing, and they don't have tellers there.
No, I thought you said receptionist.
Yeah.
You said receptionist? I thought it was like a teller. Okay.
Mistakes the bank for.
Oh, he's blind. He's legally blind.
Need to make a deposit. Sir, this is H&R Block.
He's blind.
Just puts it in a mailbox.
The night deposit slot.
Did the accountant ever? Did they ever say anything like make a comment to your wife like this? You know, your husband was here and he claimed to be fucking.
Your garden boy.
He claimed not to speak English, and he clearly states on item 3, "Do you speak English?" And he checked off yes.
The accountant's office did reach out to us, but my wife had informed them that she just was going with somebody else.
Okay.
They didn't mention the fact that I lied to them and said I didn't speak English.
Now, do I have to ask all 3 on my own before I ask the cop card?
Do you have one more question?
One.
Your hot foreign pool boy dropped off your tax forms.
Do I have to ask them all?
Do you have one more question?
One,
left?
yes.
You can ask them all if you want.
Okay.
Or you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm going to ask a cop.
All right,
Oh, you
Troy.
said, are you giving?
I'm giving up. Yeah, forfeit the last question.
Please rip that up, Troy. Please rip that up.
We don't want to take a chance in trying to use it again.
Ming, destroy that. Shred that immediately.
This is tough because you asked.
Well, he
The prosecution rests again.
He gave a lot of information.
Maybe a grudge there, may not. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you got to try and trip him up.
I mean, he's still going to be called regardless if the story is true or not, right?
I doubt that.
Yeah.
Did you say that you asked the guy to pull it in for you?
Not
or you just
everybody
left
gets
it
called
really
something
cool?
once and it attaches
Did you say you asked
for
him to
life.
pull it in for you? at the beginning?
Yeah, I actually told him I was not comfortable doing it because due to being legally blind, I have really poor depth perception, and I did not feel comfortable getting up on the lift. And I asked him, I basically said I wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay, so he pulled it in for you?
Yes.
Okay.
That seems like the most true story.
Now, did you do anything else
just
to
said no.
further? Did you try and sell it anymore?
Yes.
What else?
When I went to get a soda, I pretended a couple times that I couldn't get the quarter in the right slot. And I had to feel for it.
What the fuck does that have to do with not speaking English?
Because they were watching me at the counter. No, this is the oil. This is the oil
Does that
change.
no English? Where'd it go?
I think
It doesn't accept pesos?
And when I got the bill, I paid with a credit card. I kept putting the paper farther and farther away, pretending I couldn't really see it that well.
no way.
Slowly
If this is
backing
true,
out of
it's fucking crazy.
Get a free oil change.
And Frank number 5 is the crazy one.
When you went home and told mom about, did you ask her what does dick mean, what does pussy mean? Or how did that
I
conversation
did.
go?
I told them that I had a great time. These older kids asked me to play football. I made a lot of catches. I made this really cool one-handed catch, and then the guys kept calling me. And that piqued her interest, and she said,
Boys with these.
And I told her, well, they kept saying if I liked, they kept asking me, do you like dick or pussy? And one of the kids kept saying, always say pussy. And I told them.
So they were trying to help you.
Yeah, they were being kind. I didn't think they were being mean to me. The way that we kind of like rail on Ming. Yeah. I kind of felt like they were doing it like almost in a way in a big brotherly way. They were like the other kids were like going like they saw the Macho Man one. They weren't really being overboard,
right?
But they did kept saying like throw it to he's open.
We've come upon the gold mine of fucking nicknames, and we're not going to stop saying it.
But my mom said she did say that those are not words I want you to use, and she
a great catch.
But yeah. But she didn't go overboard and really put a damper on because I was excited because I did really well for what I felt like they didn't really have any idea that I would go out and make some catches.
That would be rough, though. Like, your kid comes home. Yeah.
She couldn't bring him down. Well, just don't say those words outside of the house, honey. Yeah. Congratulations.
She had to keep it up 30 years.
Yeah. And that kid's right. Always say you like pussy. And when in a pinch, pretend you're legally blind.
Or don't speak English. Or don't speak English.
I guess if I ended up with a dick in and around my face, I'd be like, I'm legally blind. I had no idea what was happening.
And why, over the course of 30 years or longer, have you never told Brian the story?
It just did come up. I actually recently the Village people came up before I knew I was doing this. It brought back a flood of memories, and it brought back the memory of me bringing it to school, and I was trying to think of things to talk about, and I remembered like bringing it to school and bringing it home, and then those guys paying a lot of attention to it, and I had no idea why because I was just into in the Navy, Macho Man. I liked the songs. I had no idea that it was a gay group. And so it sparked, like having a conversation with Deville people sparked this, and otherwise I never would have remembered it.
You'd probably be pretty surprised at the number of things that I still don't know about him.
Well, you didn't know I streaked.
Yeah,
but that's story.
Yeah, I didn't know he streaked.
To me, I don't know if it's that. Like to me, it's just, it's not something that I would remember to be like, I can't wait to tell Bri this because it just I never thought of it in like almost since fourth grade.
I would ever forget that day.
No, it was gone in and gone, man.
It's tough, man.
It is tough.
You got any more for the no speak English?
You go on the back of the ant jersey.
I'm so bummed out that didn't pick up on a mic. Sunday Jeff's nowhere near a mic.
The accountant.
The accountant one? The accountant one was probably last year. It was winter time. It was snowing. I remember, and I just pulled in.
That's when your tax season. That's when you hand them in. Damn it.
I don't remember the exact time, but I do know it was winter out, though.
Let's not dwell on the tax one too much. Quinn's getting steamed.
Oh, boy.
Why would you have to go in and sit down with the accountant if you had no idea what it is you were dropping off? And
because I had sat down with the accountant the previous year, but I just didn't remember meeting that person who probably greeted me at the day at that window.
So you do what anybody does, pretend you don't speak English.
Well, no, it wasn't because it was because I was getting hammered with question after question, and I felt stupid that I didn't know the answer.
The first few questions?
No, I just sat there like I went like this a couple times, and I was like, and then when they really started going, I was like, I don't speak English. I'm just dropping off.
All right, well,
okay,
Chris, you have a tough.
Yeah, this is tough.
Well, you guys did.
Holy
shit!
Oh, that's right.
There's easier ways. Like, do you know how many people like I've repeatedly met and forget? Like, Ming sees it all the time. Like Nicotera.
But also, you're talking about like your taxes. Like, why wouldn't you answer those questions? Or the accountant one, I'm just going to write off.
No, why wouldn't you answer those questions?
The accountant would write off the soda machine.
The
mechanic one for me. Because also, I don't think that you would invent that story unless it was they said it.
All right, Chris.
Did you write the story? But he has been wrong.
Yes.
I'm just fucking.
Except when I fucking decide not to listen to him.
No, I've gotten.
It's true. Hold on, fuckers. I've been right
ever since.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Brian, do you have
the
an
truth?
opinion on this?
I mean, the Legally Blind one, I'm not buying. I think Walt will give it a try. The tax one, I would buy that.
Me too.
I would buy that he would just like say that, hand him the papers, and fucking hustle out.
Yeah.
But I still like the. I believe it's just too great to not be true.
Yeah, it sounds like a Jersey thing.
Oh, it's not a Staten Island thing?
No, different
Guys,
word. Different word.
you never heard that word uttered on the aisle.
Guy shows up to
last
football
game.
game with village people out.
So you're saying.
I think that's true. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we have here. Wow. Walt Flanagan pretended he could not speak English. Wow. Oh, man.
My wife
guess,
was
right?
so pissed when I got home and told her I did that.
What did you guess?
No, I said, can I get a whole new account?
Wow. So you may win all this money.
Is that story true for someone else and not you, or did you make that up?
I elaborated a lot to make it a lie.
Wow. So Chris Lozano's been eliminated?
Yes.
You move on? Who do we have left in it?
Q, you got to go now.
Okay. Who
And
am
I
go-
think Ming.
So Maxwell, you're still in it, right?
Yes.
So it's me, you, Ming, and the two. So there's still five of us in
I
here.
went through.
No.
Well, we're going to eliminate somebody right now.
Yeah.
You out of Ming.
Right.
We'll flip a coin.
Right.
I know you told
I
last
did
time.
twice.
You told twice. I think you got to tell now, just to
Okay.
be fair, right?
Yeah,
You mind that?
right?
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
You want to write down your story?
Oh no, you did tell a story.
I
right?
did tell, but then
Yeah.
I told and I guessed. Yes. Hold on 1 second.
What'd you think it was, Jeff? You know me.
Thought it was the one driving on the lift.
Driving on a lift. That actually was true too.
You would just
I was terrified to do it. I wouldn't do it, but I didn't tell a lie. I just was like, you know what, man? I'm just not a good driver. I don't think I can do it.
I believe that one more than the other one.
At first, I was leaning towards that one.
All right, Ming, you ready?
Let's do it.
I don't want to do that.
What do you got?
Okay.
English, I would have never thought.
I know it's the accounting.
All right.
Story one.
Okay.
I once shot a .22 rifle at a friend of mine, intending to hit him and harm him.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's story one. .22 rifle's no joke.
Skinhead would totally do that.
What's that?
A skinhead would totally do that.
Okay.
Hate group. Okay.
Two, I once stole money from Kevin Smith at a con while running his booth, and later felt guilty about it and put it back in the till.
Okay.
Wow.
And finally, I once buried one of my parents' condoms, used condoms that I found in the bathroom garbage in the yard to stop my mother from getting pregnant.
Oh, great story.
Thank you. Thank you.
No one's gonna hurt my mommy.
Thank you.
Daddy's heard her 3 times already. At least.
I want all three of those to be true.
I just want the last one to be true.
That's
All right.
so amazing.
All right. Let's start the questioning. Let's start the first one. Shot a .22 at a friend.
Yes.
Why did you shoot it at him? Why are you trying to shoot your friend? Trying to harm your friend with a live weapon?
Yes, he was about to shoot a bird.
Okay. When was this?
I was about probably 14 to 15 around then.
Okay. And
You said when, right? That's 14 to
yep.
15.
No. That's.
We were up at a summer vacation in the woods playing with guns, and he aimed at a bird.
And where did you get these weapons?
His father was a hunter. His family just had
Just a firearm just laying around.
Yes.
Okay. Stealing money from Kevin Smith. Which con was this that you stole money from?
How did you
from
do it?
Kevin Smith?
It was the Pittsburgh, one of the early Pittsburgh cons.
Okay.
It was, it was in Pittsburgh, one of the cons.
Okay. Why did you take money? Why? I mean, I know you were you intending to buy something.
It was actually
why?
No. Bill Woods. Bill Woods talked me into taking the money, and then after a few hours, I was just like, I can't do it, and I put it back in.
Okay. And how much did you steal?
Oh, I honestly don't remember. I mean, maybe less than $100.
Less than $100.
Yeah.
All right, and third one, you.
I'll show him. I'm taking $20.
And a DVD.
All right, could you repeat the third one again? You buried a used condom you found in the garbage?
When I was a child,
okay.
I found a condom in the bathroom wastebasket.
Okay.
And I knew what it was, but I didn't understand how it worked. So I took the condom and I took it out in my backyard and I buried it there in the hopes that it would stop my mother from getting pregnant.
Okay, jeez, I don't.
That does seem like some voodoo shit. Like I know voodoo, you bury shit in the yard.
Rubber trees.
Legit Sunday Jim.
Yeah.
Please get in front of that.
I just imagine your parents looking at you out the window as your buried father used rubber. They're like, "Oh no,
He's doing it again, honey."
What are we gonna do?
No, you didn't want her to get. You didn't want her to get pregnant.
I thought if I buried the contents of the condom in the yard, it would cause my mother not to get pregnant.
Right? Why didn't you want her to get pregnant?
We had 3 kids already. I thought it was enough.
That was enough. Three boys, I believe.
Yeah.
How many questions?
He needs his cue time.
That was one, wasn't it?
One. Okay. I thought it was 2, but okay.
No, he had me recap the story.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Where were you living at the time?
Staten Island, same place.
Same place.
Yeah.
Was Walt there?
That condom is still buried in that yard today.
Did Walt help you dig the fucking grave?
Okay. Why did you stop? Why didn't you never find another used condom? Your parents never had sex again? Did you ever repeat this action?
It was just a matter of like that moment I saw it and I panicked because I was just
panicked.
I just didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I just freaked out. I was so young. I didn't understand anything.
Okay.
So I buried it in the yard.
All right. I'm going to use Sony and Penethol card.
Okay.
All
right. Thank you, Ming.
And we'll ask the cop as well, but you do that one first.
All right.
Good job, Ming. Hanging on to those cards.
One of your lies.
Oh boy, let's eliminate Bill Woods.
Okay.
He's stealing money. Did not steal money from Kevin Smith.
So it's either he didn't want his mommy to get pregnant,
Be a mommy.
or what was the other one?
I shot.
Let's ask a cop. What do you say, Troy?
Did you say how old you were when this happened? The shooting?
I said 14, about 14.
Yeah, about 14.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah.
Well,
when you say you
Look
tried
at
to shoot him,
Troy's looking for body
you
ticks and
shot
shit.
and you missed, or it wasn't loaded?
I shot and I missed. I shot and I missed.
What was his reaction?
He freaked out. They were his guns, so he understood.
So he was aware that you were shooting at him.
Yeah.
Saw you do
Well,
it?
I had told him not to shoot the bird.
Okay.
So I was like, and then I freaked out and sort of pointed at him.
I shoot you.
And shot at him.
Both stories have a level of panic.
What would a 22 do to you? Like, is it like if you got?
It depends on how
depends on where you.
Yeah.
That's the danger of a 22. It's a small round, but they're very fast.
Yeah.
It zigzags. It doesn't exit your body.
Like a magic bullet?
The Night Stalker used a 22.
Culture?
No, I think you meant.
The real Night Stalker? Okay.
Joe Pesci used one.
Richard Speck, right?
Richard Ramirez.
No, Richard Ramirez. Yeah, Richard Speck was the nurse killer.
I'm under this fucking gaze again. I don't like being here.
He likes warm and fuzzy, Troy.
How great would it be if
Did
he
your
just
friend
started
tell
asking
his
real
parents, your
questions?
parents, or anybody about it?
No.
I wish I had one more question. But, all right. And the other one, did your father always just leave condoms laying around for his kids to find?
No, it was the only time that ever happened.
Usually, he was burying tampons.
Q, take care of this for me.
I like that my dad calls me Q.
That young.
So you're old enough to know what condoms are for, but you're not old enough to understand how they work.
Right.
I put a bun in your mother's oven.
Did you think the semen was going to crawl out of the garbage?
Well, I didn't know. I was putting together a lot. Like, honestly, when I saw it, I was putting together a lot of things in my head that I'd never been educated on.
Now, used mean it was just like on like a flat, or used mean you could see?
Oh no,
you could see what was in there.
There was a white bottom on it. Yeah.
Some significant discharge.
A baby grew out of the ground.
He's a Quinn. Come on. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, the fucking leader.
He's shooting ropes. What kind of married man's wearing
Did you say how old
rubbers?
you were?
I didn't, but honestly, that would be tough for me to nail down. I was really young, like 5, 6, something like that.
He's already
No further questions.
All right.
Ming.
Well, he's got to make a suggestion.
You have a comment on this?
6 to know what a used condom is. And
Yeah.
Be afraid of the repercussions
Right.
of Bob getting pregnant.
Yeah.
He is fucking street savvy, though.
Well, I don't know.
also-
In the interest of it, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Don't hinge it on that.
Okay.
Because that wouldn't be.
But you knew it that seeing that you knew.
Well, I
something-
remembered, and then when I asked about it the next day, I was told that it was a bug. It was like a
snakeskin.
No. It was.
Oh yeah. Staten Island
I was
anaconda.
freaking out. It was a. What did he say?
Staten Island anaconda. Shed.
No. What is the shit we use to kill bugs? Like a bug trap.
Is it? Yeah.
Roach
Yeah,
motel?
something like that.
That's what they
forget
told you?
exactly. Yeah, when I asked the next time.
Did you admit though that you had buried it to them?
Yeah, the concern was that I had picked it up barehanded.
You tested false positive.
But in the interest of honesty, I can't say that that's how old I was because I don't have that exact thing down.
I think that's a great story. I want it to be true,
Well,
but
the condom was a lie.
I'm gonna go with
Shooting.
Yeah, I think you
Shooting a
should.
gun at his
As
friend.
crazy as that sounds, I believe you did it.
You believe you shot at?
I believe you shot your friend and
another human being.
and later regretted it. But
So it was.
And at that age,
Well, I didn't
you
regret it
guys
because
understand
I saved the bird.
I thought it was a good BB gun.
Okay.
that's my final answer.
Your final answer is you believe it with Troy. You're going with Troy.
Yeah, we're going with
that-
Troy on this one.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, what do you think it was?
I think you shot at your friend.
Yeah.
Because I know your mom is very Catholic, and Catholics are against birth control, right? So I don't think your dad would be using rubbers.
Damn.
I believe that they're Catholic, but they got a budget too, though. They can't. They can't have like
But I also think
You think they just
15
confessed?
kids, 15 twins and counting.
Probably.
Like
That'd be a great show.
You're 7 or even if you're 9.
Flush that down the toilet.
I didn't want this to be true.
I know.
Holy shit, it's the
Quinn has been eliminated. He shot another human being.
Wow.
But I did save that bird. I did save that bird.
Wow. Your life would be changed.
Holy
right
shit.
now.
He killed him.
Could you imagine if you had killed that kid?
You didn't. Nobody asked what I was aiming for. That was the question. I thought that was going to sink me.
And what did you aim for?
I just shot at his feet like Old West style. I was like,
You said intending to hurt.
I did. I was going for his feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where were the fucking adults? How are you just running around with
the cabin having sex.
There was so much acreage up there.
I told Suzanne the other day, just like you, there was something that like it tripped a memory, and I remember being in 3rd grade and going to this. You remember Paul Ritter?
Yeah.
Going to his house, and they had like this wall clock, and he opened it up, and his father had a loaded revolver in there. And I remember us like handling it and like cocking it back. Nobody's shooting it, but one of those things that like if that happened today.
Every day, yep.
Yeah.
I guess I just assumed shooting at your friends with a 22 was one of those southern things.
Who is still around but is close to being eliminated? Me,
I've played 3.
and I've played 3.
We played each other.
And Mike, you're still in, right?
But
And
he has
with
no,
each
he has
other.
no losses.
And Frank 5 is in. And Frank 5 has no losses?
has no losses.
And Ming has no losses.
Are you out too?
Yeah, I'm out.
So it's Frank, Max,
Stupid
Mike.
12.
How many people
Ming
are not
and me.
undefeated? That's all that matters. Me, you, Ming, and Get 'em. We need 2
Get 'em's
of us
out.
gone.
You guys should know. Get him out.
Get 'em's out?
You guys should go against each other.
Again? For the sake of just eliminating
Wait a
someone?
minute. Hold on. What about?
Yeah, 'cause we like-
you and Ming. You and Ming.
Is Ming still in?
I'm just
Yeah, Ming is still in.
I'm just asking.
I'll go again. Just to get. But shouldn't we go against one of these guys though?
He's the only one left. You don't really don't want to represent TSD now.
I know,
No,
but,
they're into the final round.
yeah, but they have to still lose. Okay, it's one elimination. So we got to eliminate. So these two are in.
We need
to eliminate Ming, you, or me.
You and Ming are playing, so I'm in the final 4.
No, we're going to go. The winner of this is going to play you, I guess. To eliminate.
Well, there's only 4 though.
Yeah, how many rounds
you
you gotta
versus
play?
what?
We have 5 people left in the game, correct?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So one of you is no longer going to be in the game
That'll
after
leave
this
us
round.
4. Okay. All right, you want to flip a coin?
Me and you?
Me and you.
All right, where's that coin? Here it is. All right.
I'll let you
got a
call
big
it,
one.
Ming.
Ming, call it.
Tails.
Heads. Well, you decide.
I will storytell.
All right.
Both of you use your ask a cop question?
We're all
Wait,
out.
oh, you're storytelling. You're deducing, and you already used your card.
Yeah.
So I can read it.
Oh, I made such a mistake by not using my cards in that first round.
Oh, you still have cards?
I had both cards.
Holy shit.
I didn't use them in the first round.
How the fuck did everybody like I used mine and it's nothing?
Because I was hoping to I was gambling on getting to the final round and having them in the final round.
You have any
Not
cards
smart.
left, Ming?
No, I'm out.
Not smart.
I'm out.
Well, I still got 3 more stories for next 1 True 3.
Okay, but you would not believe how many stories I have. I was like, I'm a winner.
Let's take another quick break, and when we come back, another dream matchup. Hey, people. How you doing out there today?
Take 25.
Why? What was wrong with that?
So stupid.
Why?
No one says it. No.
Have you ever heard of Warby Parker?
Yeah. The glasses company.
That's right. They think they're very progressive, and I think they lean left a little bit, but they don't think glasses should cost as much as an iPhone. Their prescription glasses start at $95. You have prescription glasses, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't even wear glasses, right? You wear contacts now. You know, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to break your throw away all your contacts and order you a pair of Warby Parkers right now. Okay. So their glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Their titanium collection starts at $145, including prescription lenses. They use premium Japanese titanium and French non-rocking screws. So it's very international. You know, a whole bunch of countries come together. It's like one big European Union.
Wow. Nice.
When you place an order for prescription glasses, we will get started on them right away and have them in your hands within 10 business days. They usually arrive even faster than that. Listen to this. This is what's really cool. For every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker will distribute a pair of glasses to someone in need. Someone who's not as fortunate as you are, Alicia. Who doesn't have glasses and contacts.
Oh, that's nice.
That's stiff. That's so stiff. Well, anyway, Warby Parker, they make buying glasses fun, easy, and pain-free. Walking into traditional optical shops is an overwhelming and uncomfortable experience. You get bombarded by hundreds of different styles and price points. The salesperson confuses you by spouting off on various combinations of lenses and coatings. That's why when I'm at work, I don't spout off. When people walk into the store, I don't try to confuse them. I barely even notice that they're even there. I just let them do what they want to do.
Same. Man.
Go to warbyparker.com/TESD to choose your 5 free home try-on frames. You will get free 3-day shipping. Send the frames back, choose your favorite pairs, and order today. Warby Parker makes your experience completely risk-free and free shipping all around. Contribute to a charitable cause. Buy a pair, give a pair. That's a company that deserves, your support. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Let's do this over.
Do what the guy told you to do. Read what it says on the thing.
It's not
Maybe
working.
throw a couple jokes in there.
Yeah.
How did that box character ever
Oh, how awesome was the Nature Box robot?
That was stupid, but how did that ever go out? I bet that was so other.
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I want the truth.
Nature Box dropped us after the robot ads.
Why am I surprised?
Yeah, I got that was in the call today. The Nature Box dropped us after the robot ads.
Oh my god! Because
and didn't we do? Me and you also do the ad with Trunk Club where I said, "Hey, Dad, who's who's the flyest dad?"
Yeah.
They dropped us too.
Oh my god! Let me see this. Warby Parker. Keep bullets.
Keep bullets?
Key bullets. Just read those. This is what you're supposed to be, talking about. This is what you should talk about.
I did read them. It's so boring.
Okay. When you watch TV, right?
Yeah.
And you see the commercials, are you paying attention to them? Are you paying attention to the...
Of course I am. I don't know why they dropped it.
How long are the commercials?
Oh, the Trunk Club. Remember how long it was, remember?
How much?
How long were they?
Yeah, how long were they?
Oh, God, they were over like 4 or 5 minutes, weren't
Oh, my God. Commercials are a couple, like, not even a minute. Because no one wants to sit through 4 minutes of a commercial about a box.
they? I did.
No? Okay, if there was a skip button on your ad, why did no one wants to do that?
Well, that's the challenge, because, that's why it's so hard. That's why the advertising business, it's dog eat. It's so brutal. You don't understand what it's like out there, Alicia.
Oh, no. God. Brutal. When people hear a commercial about a box, that's like going crazy. The commercial guys are like, this is not getting our point across. This is literally just talking about a box. This is like other thing. What is this? They sent me the wrong thing? Like, and also,
I think I'm retiring from the ad
because here's the
business.
thing. If you make a really long commercial, you're just going to skip it because you could, like, how do people listen to this? That's not like SoundCloud?
They scrub it.
I know!
SeatGeek.
What about me?
This isn't really about you. This is more about your Cowboys. How are your Cowboys doing?
Oh, they suck.
What happened? When's Tony coming back?
I have no clue. It seems now that the locker room is the emergency room is more of a locker room than the locker room is.
I mean, I saw some of the Cowboys on the sideline fighting with the coaches last week.
All I know is I turned it on and it was 13:20, and then all of a sudden I got an alert that the Cowboys scored. Yes, I turned the game on. It's 20:27. They somehow scored another touchdown in like the time it took me to change the channel. The freaking Giants.
And have you ever rooted for a team that went all the way and won it all?
The Cowboys.
I mean, how old were you when they won? No.
Very young.
So I mean, I imagine you weren't even a fan at that point, right?
No, I just like I said, my mother was a Cowboys fan, my father was a Giants fan, so.
Yeah, still somehow they made it work.
Yeah. Well,
true love,
kinda. Until I was 5.
Love finds a way.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Enough about my disgruntled childhood.
SeatGeek. Listeners, if you use the promo code TESD in the SeatGeek app, you get a $20 rebate off your first SeatGeek purchase.
Ooh.
It takes less than a minute to download the app today. Now, apparently, I mean, I don't know, like the previous ads where I loved them.
Yeah.
I don't know if the listeners were even aware of what's going on, but basically, it was like you're a carnival geek.
Carnival geek, yes. Biting heads off chickens.
Yeah, and I was painting the picture that like it was some sort of like weird fetish geek. So like you either sit on them or they sit on you. Okay. And I don't know. I think that went over everybody's head because I asked Declan. I was like, I think it's so weird that like I haven't heard anybody even comment that that this weird carnival geek is face sitting on people, that people think they're paying to see that, but it's a trick, and that all you're doing is ordering NFL seats on
and listening to an ad.
And Declan was like, well, I didn't even realize that was a joke either. He goes, so that's why we're taking a little bit back to basics, where we're just going to give you more about the sponsor today. Call to action. I must read this to you, Git Em. To redeem your promo code and save $20 on tickets, download the free SeatGeek app today. Enter the promo code TESD in the app. SeatGeek will then send you $20 once you've made your first SeatGeek purchase. Now, apparently NFL seats, they're tough to get.
Yeah. And now, if I recall correctly about the app, once you enter in your credit card information, it's stored. So all it takes is like less than a minute for you to order tickets. You pick the ticket you want, hit approve, and bam, you got that ticket.
Oh, so that's why it says no more typing squiggly letters. You can't read into the box like other sites make you.
Yeah, because you go to those other sites, in order to prove that you're a real person, you gotta.
When's the last time you brought tickets to an NFL game, NHL game, NBA?
Well, last time I was at an NFL game was the Super Bowl, but I was working security then, so.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, I didn't need tickets. I can't really remember the last time I was at an actual game. I've ordered tickets online. Yeah, you have to do the squiggly line thing, and it's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
There's no. It says right here, there's no faster way to buy tickets.
Yeah,
I mean, if your Cowboys ain't going to win it, give us a pick. Who's your pick for the Super Bowl this year? Get Em's line, we'll call it. Get Em the Greek.
Get Em the
If it can't be the Cowboys, who's the NFC team then?
I don't know.
I'm not going to be able to send this to him. It's so long.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Raiders. It's already over 4 minutes. All right, Raiders.
What?
And the Raiders aren't an NFC team.
If I don't know what players are on my team, how do I know what league they're in?
All right, so the Raiders and who else?
Patriots.
Okay, the same league, same conference. Patriots, I agree with you. I think they're going back all the way this year. You know, I think that they got the fire in the belly. They want to stick it to all the haters out there who talked about saggy footballs and everything. So the Raiders. I mean, but I don't think the Raiders are going to be the AFC. Give me another NFC team.
Giants. They've been stumbling.
Is your dad still with us?
What?
Is your dad still?
Actually, he works for MetLife Stadium.
Okay, so he would be happy.
Yes.
Because he's a Giant. He's still a Giant fan,
yes,
right? And your mom's still a Cowboy fan?
Yes, she is.
All right. So so the Giants and the Patriots again.
Oh, you okay?
For the third time in like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I think people would be
Seahawks
excited.
have been back a couple times, so.
All right. So there you got it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Because the SeatGeek, they code the seats phrase, so just by looking at one simple page, you can tell exactly which optimum seats are.
All right. So if you're gonna, I think it's a free app. I think that if you guys aren't even interested in buying tickets, if you just download the app and put in the promo code, I think we kind of get some credit for that. I don't know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If not, maybe not. Maybe the code is only for if you buy something. I can't imagine you need a code to download an app.
No.
All right. So go download free SeatGeek app.
And enter a code TEST. Do it today.
All right. We're back after some breaks. Heading into the final...
Final five?
Final five.
How did this happen? Shocking that this has happened.
It got fucked up.
We're just commentary losers now.
All right, are we ready? I'm going to write down my...
Well, if Walt wins it, he'll keep the cash, but he'll distribute some of the prizes to us because he doesn't want all that shit.
Some freaking Porsche.
You know me well.
Freaking restaurant cards.
I get my finger on those little hooves.
Restaurants you won't even eat at.
All right, I'm going to give it my card to Q.
All right.
And here we go.
Okay.
About the age of 4 or 5, for a long stretch of time, I would have basically a panic attack and cry uncontrollably to my mother if a curse word popped into my head. I wouldn't say the curse word, but I was so terrified that I had angered God that she needed to console me and tell me it was all right, and she would ask me, well, what was the curse word you thought of? And it was usually the S word I would tell her or the D word.
Okay. He still doesn't want to say the words.
Okay. All right.
The G word.
About 2 months after I took over full-time at the stash, I got a call from a reservist brother to let me know that his brother was sick and that he was not going to be able to come down and pick up his comics anymore. He also asked me if I could come down and see him because he really wanted to see me. And he basically was like, I don't know if he's going to make it. It would be really nice if you could come down. He's asked about you a couple times.
And that man works here today at the stash.
So I was requested to come see a very sick man, a reservist.
Which I did. Or didn't.
At the age of 7, I entered a local drugstore art contest. I didn't win. And my mother threw such a fit that the drugstore wound up giving me a prize anyway. Those are the 3 stories.
Wow.
All right. I like these.
Riding on the success of guessing the last story.
Yes. All right.
You fucking bastard.
All right. The panic attack. You were 4 or 5. How old were you before you started cursing? Before it didn't even affect you anymore? You were like, no. How old were you when the panic attacks went away?
I will admit to, even when I started cursing, at night before I fell asleep, I would lie there and going, I promise God, I'm not going to curse tomorrow. I just did it because the other kids were doing it.
Okay.
So I probably
How old were you?
cursed without guilt, probably at the age of 14.
10 years had gone by.
10 years ago.
Around naked without guilt at 11.
I didn't cry about it, but I definitely had a little bit of stress and anxiety that I was doing something wrong, even though the other kids around. I just basically did it, but with a twinge of guilt at night when I put my head down on the pillow that I was cursing.
I fucking thought he was metal. I would have fucking never stayed his friend had I known this shit.
Well, did other people cursing around you have any effect on you at all? Or was it
No.
only you?
No.
Okay. Angered God.
Did he want a
Angered
happy God or
God.
an angry God?
Did you ever confess this at all? You grew up Catholic, correct? Did you ever confess this?
I did. I've never gone to confession.
Okay. All right. The sick customer 2 months in asked to might have been dying. What was his name? Can you say his name?
Yes, I can.
Which was?
It was Daniel Stern.
The commissioner of the NBA?
No.
Okay. All right. What's his condition now? Is he alive, dead? Did he make it?
Well, I have no idea if he made it because when I went there, I actually did go to see him.
So you did visit him?
I did visit him
Okay.
because I talked it over with my wife and she recommended I go. And
He's like, I don't speak English.
But when I got there, he really didn't seem interested to even talk to me.
Bullshit.
I don't know. I really don't know what happened.
He's like, he said, what, my brother?
And
I'm here to see you.
I
don't
came-
speak English.
I stayed about 15 minutes. He really was seemed like he was very surprised to see me. I didn't have a chance to talk to the brother, and I never heard from either of them again. I assumed he died, but the way the brother was speaking, that he was so ill.
Well, I guess he never came back then.
He never came back. No, he never did come back. But I don't know if he
All
died.
right, where does this guy live? How far did you have to go out to see him?
I went to the hospital and where Brian
He was in the
used to work.
hospital?
Yeah, he was in the hospital.
Okay, he wasn't at home.
What's that? Long Branch?
Yeah.
No, it's medical.
He was on the fucking ER. Walt pushed the priest out of the way. He was delivering last rites. He's like, you want to talk about comics?
All right, art contest. What was the consolation prize they gave you?
They filled out a voucher in pen for $3. Just wrote it in like a little voucher that said that I had
that's
$3
$70. That's
credit.
like $20.
Stash gift card.
In pen?
All right, what was the name of the drugstore?
I don't remember. I'm talking. It was on Main Street in Mattawan. It's not there anymore right now. I believe it's an art gallery.
All right, and the art contest. What did you draw? What did it consist of? What did you draw?
It was an Easter contest, and I drew a bunny giving an egg to Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman.
Wow.
There's a bunny sweating it out for cursing.
I have no cards left. This is tough. This is good. This is your third one too. That usually you get down to the dregs here.
Yeah.
Let's start weeding some of these out though before I decide. Now, I know you've made house calls before, but
You know Ming wants to win, too. He's one competitive little motherfucker.
I know.
That's good. You need that drive.
I just don't see you visiting a customer who's no longer going to spend money in the store anymore. I just don't.
I'll tell you this.
And it's an awkward situation, too.
I'll tell you this, though, that I thought
I don't even know if he would
possibly-
visit me in the hospital if I was
thought
dying.
possibly he was going to sell. He wanted to sell the collection. I felt it was a good.
Now that's Walt.
I felt it may be a good business decision to go there, see him, and I felt like it was like he must have felt something more than I felt for him coming in, but. I was willing to go because his brother asked me to go.
Best case scenario, he wills the collection.
I believe this too. I'll give you even more information. I believe that the brother and the sick guy wanted to talk to Steve Dave.
Okay. This panic one is good. I mean, because you curse up a storm now. It's like you've been a burden. It's been lifted off your shoulders these days. Is that that one? It's tough. It's tough. $3 voucher. Easter egg. Spider-Man. Your mom would throw a fit. She's just
Yeah, and they told my mom demanded to know why because the pictures were on the window.
Yeah.
and there was winner. There was 3 winners,
Right.
and my
You
mom
weren't there.
asked for my picture back. She didn't
Right.
say anything, and she asked, I want to get my son's picture. Mm-hmm. And when the lady took it down, she said, "Wow, this is really good." And then that set my mom off when she goes, "Well, if it's really good, why didn't he get a picture?
Why didn't he win?
Why didn't he get a ribbon? Or why didn't he win a prize?"
You're answering more questions. I think he's out of questions.
I am, but he's elaborating.
Yeah, like,
I appreciate that.
Ming, there's a pattern.
And-
when you elaborate on stuff.
I know.
And when the lady, the lady was like, "Well, I didn't decide this," and another employee came over and said,
Likely story.
we wanted to give prizes to kids who didn't trace. And that fucking made my mom go crazy. And she said, "Well, my son doesn't trace. He's a gifted artist."
Yeah.
and she dug her heels in so hard and was so animated that the lady who said that went over, apologized, and gave her a $3 voucher as the same thing that she gave the other children who won.
Yeah, sure she did. Yeah.
See, Troy, did you hear what Troy just said?
What?
When I said that you're giving up information that's not necessary? Troy said the number 1 rule is let them talk. You're falling right into Ming's hands right now, my friend.
I like that one too. I know you're an artist. Your mom. I'm gonna go with the panic attack.
Panic attack.
The cursing. I'm gonna go with the panic attack. Very well done though. I'm not the greatest at this game, but I'm gonna take a stab at the panic attack.
Brian, it's his oldest friend. What do you see here?
And
there was panic attack. There was
visiting a sick guy in the hospital, and then the art contest. Mom flipped out.
I think it's panic attack too.
I'm gonna go with that.
I don't see you visiting that guy. Knowing your mom, she strikes me as she would have been protective, but not the type to flip out.
Yeah.
Not flip out. Maybe say something, but definitely not flip out.
I think it's cursing too.
Yeah.
All right, it's my final.
He was fucking a burdened kid, man.
My final answer: win or lose. This is good.
Cursing, terrifying.
Wow.
Ming advances.
Wow. Holy crap. Wow.
All right.
Look at you, Ming.
Nice sweating there.
Tell him Steve Dave loses. Everybody get the fuck out. We're going to divide that money up.
Wow. All right. So it's down to the final 4, right?
Yes.
Single elimination now.
There's no 2 losses.
It doesn't matter. There's a
Okay,
list.
so whoever wins is in the finals. Whoever goes out of you 2 wins is in the finals.
Right.
Okay.
And then, right.
And then there's one more round.
So let's let these guys go since Ming just went.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, let's
Go
give
for
Ming a break. He's just been conquering. Unless you feel like you're on a roll.
No, go ahead.
I want to keep
ahead.
going.
Okay.
Frank 5.
I know,
coin,
no, I
right?
know his name, but did you tell twice or what?
He only told once.
All right,
I would love to hear some of his fucked up stories.
Yeah.
How many did you?
I told twice.
Do you have all your cards too?
Yeah, and I got both.
Oh,
Shit.
I got one card.
Not gonna need
Well,
it.
it doesn't matter.
Well, you might need it if it gets
Oh,
to the
you might
next
need it.
round.
Yeah, you only need it if you advance.
Hold on to that card, Frank.
Oh, boy.
That I could.
Now, who are our sponsors again?
Your sponsors was Better Bowls.
Pudding.
And you were, do you remember your sponsor, Frank?
No.
No?
Wait, yeah, the chess people.
The chess
Club.
people.
The chess
Online
club.
chess club.
Tom Mum's fucking butthole dried up. You haven't mentioned him in so long.
No,
You did, like 44 times.
We mentioned Blue Juice quite a bit. If you're listening right now, and if you want to go help out and maybe buy a Blue Juice comic, either online or physically.
Yeah,
Can I have pen and paper?
Roddy Porto, who writes them, wrote Blue Caprice, movie about that.
I'm telling stories.
He's awesome.
That shooter in
DC, yep.
in DC, yeah, this DC sniper.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody's feeling generous, you can go to shopbluejuice.com or go buy a digital copy at comicsology.com. And they also do a book called Anne Bonny, which is
by Tim Yates.
Pirates, Magic, and Adventure await in Anne Bonny. Join the plucky young Ariana aboard the Crimson Dawn on her quest to become the greatest pirate of all time and learn the secrets of the lost pirate queen, Anne Bonny.
You've done a lot of coverage for those guys, right?
A couple, yeah. For the accelerators. Mm-hmm. All right. Are we ready to begin?
Let's rock.
Yeah. All right. My first story is that roughly 2 years ago, when gold was at an all-time high, you used to be able to throw these gold parties
at your house, and you would get a commission and so on. You would sell stuff.
You ate some of it and shit it out.
I should. I don't normally wear a wedding ring, so I sold the wedding ring for $300.
You sold your wedding ring?
My wedding ring.
How are we not hooking up, me and you, Mrs. Five? Why are you taking this bullshit?
For $300.
Yeah, there was very little gold in it. It was. I ended up getting. I never. All right, I should elaborate.
Brian Johnson.
I should elaborate just a little bit. So I never wore the wedding ring. I only wore it once for the photo for our wedding picture, and then after that, it just went into the safe. So I never wore it anyway.
Okay.
So that's why I said it was okay.
So yeah,
Walt doesn't wear a wedding ring. You don't.
No, he doesn't.
I have one.
Do you know where it is?
No, I know where it is, but I wouldn't sell it.
All right, you heartless fuck. What's your second one?
My next one was that we always have the holidays at our house.
Almost always.
Some that you attend, some you don't.
Some, yeah, exactly.
And I'm not really a big fan of that. So we were remodeling our kitchen, and I
released roaches.
And then I shit all over the place and threw up. And I kept pushing the dates back so that it would roll into Christmas without telling my wife. I kept saying that the contractors were busy, and then I would call the contractors to tell them that we couldn't do it yet, just so that we wouldn't have a kitchen for Christmas.
Okay.
Divorce lawyers are way more than $900, right?
You don't wear the wedding ring in anticipation of her not being home one night.
Wow. And
she does not give a fuck
and
at all.
Like,
but I still have a big long car ride ahead of me. And like I said, when we were going to do this before, she wasn't coming.
He says right in front of her, when tell him Steve Davis on. What do you tell her?
Oh, you're killing me. I says, don't talk when telling Steve Davis.
Well, all right, that I agree. I applaud that. I applaud that.
Fuck him.
Because
even Git Em looks better than this guy. Holy shit. All right, go ahead, Frank.
Because when the podcast is on, then I have to explain. All right, that's the guy with the beard that's talking right now. That's the practical joker.
Boy.
That's the guy with the so it's like, just wait and I'll explain everything. I know. Well, you weren't supposed to come today.
And also, technically, Tom Steve Davis on, so.
Yes.
Not if you win.
Or if you come home with me.
If you win, you can send her home in a taxi.
And number 3?
The last one is that I was banned from a celebrity's Twitter because apparently I harassed him a little too much.
You unblocked the guy.
Please, come on.
Which is big because nobody follows me on Twitter.
So. Wow. You got on that?
Okay. All right. For
this is do or die.
I know. And holy shit. All right. The wedding ring. Seriously, what do you have instead of a heart? That's what I want to know. How could you sell your fucking wedding ring?
You were going to a gold party?
No.
Golden shower party. It was a
because I look at it like it never had any. I never wore it.
Careful.
I know. I'm going slow now. No, I never wore it. I wore it for the photo,
right?
And then that was it. So
you're not a jewelry guy.
I don't wear exactly. I have no necklace.
It has to have some sentimental.
Whatever he wants, man.
That's what's sentimental. My wife.
He puts.
It's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got a corpse in his trunk. This guy. I'm telling you.
You guys are all making a mistake. You think that his wife's being patient? No, she's just terrified of what would happen if she displeases him.
Yeah, look at BTK's wife. I didn't know anything. Yeah, sure.
She's whispering help.
Okay,
Yeah, she's like, he might be Frank 5, I'm wife 6. I'm going to go to number 2.
Whoa!
Your question, because, that's for number 2. You ran out on Thanksgiving to come here for Tell 'em Steve Dave, right?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Number 3. You're banned from a celebrity Twitter account. Who's the celebrity?
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway.
Just golf.
Pretty incredible.
I would have went Cal Burnett fame. Just give the man some props. Here you go.
Fine.
I think it's fucking amazing that anyone would harass Tim Conway.
I know. What kind of asshole harasses an old man who just made people laugh throughout the whole
It's
set?
the kind of asshole who sells his wedding ring for $300
And goes up on cake.
That's some cruel shit.
Yeah.
What did you say to him?
No, were you harassing him, or were you just like asking him too much shit? Well, this is not our question.
No, it's true. How the fuck did you piss off Tim Conway?
I wanted a poster autographed, and I kept messaging on Twitter to have him please let me know where I could send this poster so I could have it autographed, and he wouldn't reply. So then I went and so then I ended up going, so then I found out, I went to his manager's page and I posted the same thing to the manager's page.
Can you? One of your questions be like, why the fuck do you want Tim Conway's autograph? Could you please answer?
Oh my god! What the fuck was? Yeah, what was the poster?
Why did
Holy
you want
shit!
Tim Conway?
And seriously, which poster? Was it McHale's Navy? What the fuck are you getting signed by Tim Conway?
There was a movie he made a long time ago that I always just found was really
They're all a long time ago. Oh my god!
He did come here with an autograph for Q.
What was the movie?
Did he really?
You did.
Oh yeah.
You came here with a picture.
Well, that was for my friend though. That was for my
What was the movie?
It was. Yeah, I did ask. What was the poster?
The Long Shot.
The Long Shot.
Yes, it was a horse racing movie.
The Long Shot. Wow. I don't think that's the name of it. I remember that movie. It was a Disney movie. It wasn't The Long Shot. Sorry, you're out of there.
You just dismissed all three as lies.
I know, they're all lies. Now I gotta go and revisit this one.
You gotta play your cards, Mike?
You know what? I'm gonna give sodium pentothal a shot.
Well played.
No, which one?
I wants them all to be true.
The selling the wedding ring is fake.
Okay.
I did not sell the wedding ring.
So Tim Conway.
Holy fucking shit. All right, you know what I'm going to do?
Sold my wedding ring.
I know what I think it is.
Is it wrong that we have 7 times as many followers as Tim Conway? The guy's a fucking legend.
It is wrong.
Like, he's a legend, man.
But this era who does the tweets, it's the people who appreciate Tim don't. They're not on Twitter.
He doesn't have any town dolls.
I think
he has another
that
follower.
You hit on it. You said something that I thought led the path for you.
Yeah.
Mike.
I know exactly what you mean. Yep.
You need an answer, Mike.
I think you were banned from Tim Conway's Twitter page.
That is not what I would have said.
Okay.
This is a guy who skipped Thanksgiving to come here. Obviously, he doesn't give a shit about holidays.
But obviously, he's a man of weird.
That is true. But the one thing we know, he's famous for fucking over holidays.
And he's also, and now he's also going to be famous.
We have more
for
followers
fucking
than
harassing
Ruth
Tim
Buzzy.
Conway.
Get out! Holy shit!
Mike is in the finals.
Wow!
Damn. Nice.
Chief!
Good job, here, Frank 3.
Nice work, baby.
Frank 5, you did awesome.
Yeah, Frank 5, that was
awesome.
Your stories were amazing, buddy.
Yeah.
What?
Just for that, I'm gonna fucking ask Tim Conway if he'll sign a poster of the Long Shot for me until he blocks me too.
All right, what was it, Mike, that gave it away? Just let Mike come back up here.
Actually, it was when he looked at me and the look of distaste when I said, I know that The Long Shot is not the name of that movie. And he looked at me like, you're such
What's
a
this,
fucking
Q?
idiot.
Frank, did you
They're
get
used.
the
Oh, okay.
autograph on the restraining order?
All right.
Really?
No,
restraining order? That's awesome.
All right, so are we flipping a coin for this, or is there an obvious...
How many stories have you told?
1.
I've told 2.
You've told 2. Do you want to flip a coin, or do you? Well, it's up to you.
Well,
I think you're the
here's
home
the
team.
thing.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
If I go now and I make it to the finals, I'm out of stories. You only said to come up with 3 truths, and he has to go.
I've got 2 more rounds worth.
He has to go. So
All right.
Plus, you're doing pretty good guessing right now. But you have no more cards.
I'm out of
You
cards.
got to write down and give me the truth there,
boy.
Max.
Here we go. This is...
Who are you putting your bets on now, Q? You got in the final 4. You got Ming, Max,
Look, Maxwell came all this way.
and Mike.
Final 3.
Final 3.
I think that Chief's on a roll. I think Chief.
Yes, he
takes it.
lost once.
What's up? No,
no. Chief's been.
No, he's undefeated.
I think he is on a roll
until the next round.
And he's going to take this to the end.
That's going to be a fucking bummer when he goes all the way to the end and then loses and gets nothing.
Wow.
I gotta go, man. Ming has been very
anybody.
perceptive.
When you're playing at this level, it could be anybody, Walt, and that's it.
This is almost like they say.
Fucking wrote the wrong one.
And
I wrote the wrong one.
I want all these three gentlemen to win. Like I can have the case for all of them. In my heart, I want to win. None of them are going to share the gifts with me. So
I think a lot of people are going to be a lot of haters are going to be put in their place though if Maxwell wins.
Yeah,
let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
All right. What do you got, Maxwell?
All right, Maxwell.
Did you here write down your?
I did. I handed it to you.
Gave it to you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right, go for it.
I was the getaway driver in a bank robbery.
Okay.
I had sex with a 65-year-old lady. It was fucking blowing my mind how it is what it is, man. It's on the paper. You ready for the third one?
Go for it.
I took a shit in front of 20 strangers. And it wasn't in jail. I was a free man. I could have shit inside, but I didn't.
Everyone remembers that wedding.
All right, getaway
They
driver.
should. It was mine.
Getaway driver at a bank. Which bank was it?
Couldn't tell you. A bank in Alabama.
What kind of car were you driving?
El Camino.
And how old were you?
16.
16. All right, sex
You
with
ain't
a
gonna
60.
ask who the fuck robbed the bank?
Doesn't matter.
It does. It was my Uncle Ron. I was trying to get my Uncle Ron some love, and Ming
Sex with a 65-year-old. What was her name? Full name?
I don't fucking know. The neighbor lady?
Myrtle Edith Doris.
All right, how did this happen then?
I was outside cutting the grass. It was like fucking spring break or whatever it is when you're fucking off of school.
Okay.
And she was outside, and I was cutting the fucking grass, and she's like, "You want something to drink?" And I went inside, and she asked me if I wanted to take a shower with her. And I did.
You did do it, or you did want to?
No, I didn't.
Just like that.
What? Had sex with her?
No, just like you just came in and
So you didn't shower.
Didn't get him over there. Sorting keys and mocking Maxwell.
Well, I mean, he is in the loser bracket because of Maxwell.
And
so we should be trying to get them shots
What
in.
position?
Standing the fuck up. We were in a shower.
Okay, you could have bent her over. I have no idea.
She's 65. There's hips to fucking think about.
Right, well, standing up is a strenuous position. Like I thought you would have.
Walker.
Like later down.
Handicap shower.
So you were in the shower with her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's how you take a shower,
Took
man.
a shit in front of 20 people. Explain, how did this come to be? How did this happen? Why are you taking a shit in front of 20 people?
It was
It
a
was at
bet.
the nursing home right after he fucked the old lady.
Was it single or double ply?
Zing.
It was a bet.
Kid was
Okay.
on fire in the corner over there.
It was a bet. Why was there such a gathering of people?
It was a construction site.
So you took a shit in front of 20 construction workers.
20 strangers. They weren't all construction workers.
Some were cops, some were sailors.
Okay.
You might should have kept that one in the holster.
And wow. All right. How'd you wipe your ass afterwards?
Didn't.
Okay.
Okay, done for the week.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Again, I'm out of cards. Can't look to Troy. I know you, dude. And I mean, as much fun as people make fun of you, I think you got standards.
You robbed the bank.
65-year-old. That's tough, man. I mean, it's a great story. It's a great story.
But gross.
But
Mike got to send my heart over there. Yeah, it was.
but I believe you have the word "no" in your vocabulary.
Not when it comes to fucking.
No, I think even you have a line to be drawn. Getaway driver. I mean, I wish I would have had more questions for this one.
All right.
I don't know. I have this picture in my head of you taking a shit in front of people. I can see it.
That picture yet?
Well, I may after this with his $100 bill.
Whoa.
So I'm going to officially say took a shit in front of 20 people. I want it to be true.
Wow.
I want it to be true.
It was a Tell 'em Steve Dave crew thinking of it.
So what? Chime in.
I could go in any direction here. I'm gonna say the bank robbery's true. Well, you know
that's
what?
crazy.
Let me take it
What's
back.
the statute of limitations on bank robbery?
7 years.
I'm gonna take it back. I'll tell you why. Because he mentioned the Brad Pitt movie with the El Camino. I think that's where he pulled El Camino from. I'm going to go ahead and say
that's smart because 100% that's where I pulled El Camino
so
from.
I'm going to say the shitting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
going to
right,
go
what do you
with
think?
I was gonna say the bank robbery thing.
I didn't think that
Like
was true
that
at all.
maybe he like one time did it like with his uncle because he really did want. He seemed to want to get his uncle's name in there.
He would tell that.
My uncle did rob 16
To
fucking
everybody.
banks.
Yeah.
He's
He
in a
would tell
federal
that shit to
pen
everybody.
right now.
That would be tattooed on his forehead. I robbed it. I fucking drove a getaway car, just like him kicking a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
I didn't think it wasn't a terrorist.
Sure he was.
Yeah, he was.
Not if he went down with one kick to the chest, man. Terrorists train on
What are
monkey
you trying
bars.
to say? Like he didn't have a fucking turban on his head, so he's not a terrorist?
Hey, man, can we just get to me losing my fucking $100 so I can walk away from the table?
Oh, what?
Whoa, my ass. I don't give a shit. I just lost. Y'all are fucking...
Maxwell took a deuce.
Holy shit!
That's
it? It's me and you?
Wow, it's the matchup no one wanted to hear.
Are you fucking kidding me? I sell fucking comics.
Holy shit! We've won already. Win or lose, we've won. So
split the money and take each other.
are you out of stories or is this? Do you have? Are you out of?
We're gonna get Manny Petty's there, buddy. I was gonna invite you too.
Are we out of stories or do I? Am I telling? Well, I have one too. So
let me get to where I had some rules here for the last thing. I had some things I had to say.
Holy shit, man! How did this happen?
It doesn't matter. Nobody's listening anymore.
No, they are. They're
That's
not.
a lot of prizes.
There's a lot at stake.
We'll do it
And
quick
how could
then.
you not listen to Mike versus Ming? How could you tune out then?
This is what I was afraid would happen.
What?
I was afraid this was going to happen.
What, you against Mike? Why?
I have said for weeks since we started this thing that Mike was the dark horse, and here we are.
But I've always maintained that even though you guys spend more time with Mike than anybody.
Yeah, we don't know much.
Planet,
we don't know
probably,
much about each other
right now. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. You would say even more so maybe than your wife since the show started.
Sure.
Not in a bad way.
Sure.
And I don't think he knows jack shit about you.
No, and vice versa. There's a lot of dark.
And that is a statement in itself.
I'm going to take it a step further. Well, I don't even get any warmth between these two guys. I don't even get like an affection between the two of them.
No.
Right.
So where's this coin flip again? Or you still
It's
got
robot versus robot.
Yes.
Rock'em sock'em robot.
All right, go for it. What are your rules here?
There are no rules.
Okay.
I just want to congratulate. I sell comics.
Okay.
This is the shoving it and tell him Steve Dave's face right now.
It is.
Maxwell could take a shit right on the table right now.
Yeah.
And it still wouldn't be the most people he's taking a shit in front of. Right?
Sadly, it's not.
Who is going to tell a story? Have you guys want to talk amongst yourselves? Coin, or do you want to talk amongst yourselves?
This coin?
What do you got here?
Some weird eyes and
Do you have a story, Ming?
I have stories. Mike has stories.
You have stories.
How many have you told?
Actually, I've told 2.
I've told 2 as well. So it comes down to
it evens out here. It's
all right, leave it up to chance then.
Mike had a tails.
Let's go heads.
All right.
All right.
For all the marbles.
Tails. Ming, do you want to ask what you want to deduce?
You've been a great deducer.
Or story tell.
Little fucking deducer.
He's got a card.
Fuck me over.
He does have a card.
Are you impressed with the skills of Ming Chen?
Yeah.
Could he be?
But you called it years
Like
ago.
a
You're like,
junior
he's
narc?
a sociopath. Like you said it years ago.
What does that mean, though? Like that he could be an associate?
He has no
help
conscience, so
him,
he can just lie and make it
Anything
seem real.
he does seems totally normal.
Yeah.
Let's play
it doesn't matter what it is.
Let's play the hot card, Mike. Go ahead. You would tell your stories. You seem very eager to. So let's tell the stories.
I think that's good thing because it eliminates his card advantage.
And I do want to. I want to hear these fucked up stories. So let's do it. Win or lose.
Is it going to be just about old women and banging them?
Yeah. Losing virginity or
I do not know the
piss.
story. You can write it down on a blue card. $900 on the table.
Wow.
$1,000 worth of restaurant gift cards. Fandango gift cards. A big giant robot.
Yeah. T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Taekwondo, karate
Games.
lessons.
An
Karate
online,
lessons.
An online chess fucking.
Tiny
membership.
Hooves.
Who stole Tiny
Board
Hooves
games
off you?
forever.
Board
Tiny
games
Hooves is
for
mine,
life.
man. That's fucked up.
But I will
All right.
can we just have? We will have a trophy presentation after it's over.
Okay. All right,
So
excellent.
I have some things to read during that. So
Okay. Cool.
I know you guys are going to want to celebrate. I know, but just let's keep it
I'm
down.
probably gonna rip the store apart.
No, will either of you lose on purpose because it means if you win, you got to go to the movies with Chris Ghost Pussy LaDonda.
No.
Possibly.
Those prizes are. I even told your guy. I was like, because he thought you were getting the prizes, and I told him, no. The winner gets those Fandango cards, and if they choose to invite Chris, so be it. But if they don't want Chris there, he can't go.
It's a scary movie. I really don't want.
Oh, I thought he was invited regardless.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, we can go if we want anyway.
Oh, you can play.
Fuck yeah. You guys, go make a phone call.
All right, what do you got, Mike?
right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you want to play a new game? Because Walter said you do. You gotta tell us 3 things, but only one is true. Do you think you can fool me? Because it's time to play 1, 2, 3.
Story number 1.
Story number 1.
Okay.
I got too drunk to cook on Good Morning America.
Okay.
I got into a fist fight with Emerald Lagasse, and I cooked for Julia Child, and she grabbed my ass.
You win.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, now something that Mike just said set off an alarm in my head. I think
Mine
he's
too.
told one of these stories before.
He's told a variation.
Yeah?
He's told a variation on one of them. We can't say what.
Okay,
it is.
yes. We can't give that away, but I've definitely heard one of those stories before.
He blew Emerald Lagasse.
All right, let's.
Yes, that's as I remember it.
All right, you got too drunk to cook. What happened? What are the circumstances? Were you at the bar? You went on a bender?
I was asked to cook on Good Morning America
Okay.
for one of their segments.
Right.
And
It
the night
deduced that,
before,
yes.
right? But the night before, a bunch of my friends from culinary school came down to New York, and we were partying, and I just fucking passed out and couldn't make it.
Okay. What was the dish you were going to cook?
I was going to cook orange chicken franchise.
All right, I mean, did you ever see the segment? How do they replace you? Did you get phone calls where you're like, where the fuck are you?
We got a bunch of those, but they had another guy standing on.
TV Snow got higher ratings.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, you're good at this, buddy.
Stand by. Okay, that's good. Emerald Lagasse. All right, why? Why are you getting into a fight with Emerald?
He wasn't always famous.
Okay, right.
And there was a time when he was Emerald Lagasse, just a fucking punk.
Right, but that you didn't answer my question. Though. Why are you fighting with Emerald? What did he insult you?
He insulted my kitchen. I was part of a kitchen staff, and he said that we sucked.
Okay, and where was this? Where did you meet him?
Where did I meet him?
Where?
Did you put Valium in his tea?
Where was
Shut
this?
up! Hold on. Where did I meet him? I met him down in New Orleans.
Okay.
That's fighting words.
Yeah,
Kitchen.
And what year was this? How old were you? What year?
This was my second year in the cooking game.
okay.
It was 1989.
All right, it's fairly early. Julia Child with the ass grab.
Yeah.
Why is she grabbing your ass?
Probably
Why not? Have you seen his ass?
Yeah. Why'd you grab my ass? She came to give a commencement speech. She gave a commencement speech at Culinary Institute, and she came around to various kitchens. I got to cook for her,
Right.
And she gave me a swat on my ass and a little squeeze.
Okay.
Like a football, like a sport type.
There's a
Like
little
a
bit
football
more
player.
than that. Yeah, a little, good job. And then
Sports is just a pad. I don't think
She diddled you.
she
diddled
gave me the shocker.
She finger fucked Mike.
Mike got fingered.
She goosed you. I got two more here.
Yep.
How old were you? When was this?
This
What year?
was in 1990, and I was 23.
All right, and how'd you feel? Is this point of pride? Julia Child, big time
shit,
cook,
yeah.
grabbed your ass. You were proud of this.
And she's like 6'2", so that was really
What is
nice
that?
too.
What does that have anything to do with it?
It was a Julia Child impersonator. Julie, I didn't know you were black.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow, this is tough.
This
Tough.
is
These
it,
are
man.
good.
You look at it,
Good.
you got a 1 in 3 chance of taking home.
For all the
Do you have any
marbles.
cards, Ming?
No, I'm out. I'm out. I shot my load.
All over his
Buried it
face.
in the backyard. 'Cause he didn't want Mike to get pregnant.
For all the marbles.
championship in the balance right here.
Now, while you are a fighting man and you are a man of much anger and
Thank you.
darkness.
Yes.
Emerald, not the nicest of guys I hear. A man of whose skills that you've questioned.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't think you got into a fight with him. We'll cross that one off.
Wasn't much of a fight.
So we're down to these two here. Too drunk to cook on Good Morning America, which is good. I know you've had some dark times, and that would have been really good for your career.
Would have been great for my career.
Would have been pretty cool, and wouldn't have been your last time on TV.
Yeah.
It's good orange chicken franchise. It's kind of a pedestrian dish, though, don't you guys think?
What?
Somewhat pedestrian.
Nice little dig.
Yeah, nice. It's like one of my signature dishes, pal. Holy crap!
I've been known to party before big events. Julia Child. We've heard the story. We know you've cooked for her. Never heard about the ass grab, though. This is good. This is good. I know you need an answer.
Woo.
I know you guys sweating. I'm sweating a little bit.
$900 in the till.
But I didn't. Yeah,
That's like an episode of Comic Book Men right there.
Yeah, it is. It's sadly yes. But, oh man.
Oh, this is tense.
This is tough.
Championship in the balance.
In the balance.
I can hear John Facenda narrating this at some point.
Yeah. Oh man.
Adding another voice to the
Yet another voice.
incomprehensible jumble that people are trying to listen to.
As we gazed at the small Asian, beads of sweat fall upon his forehead.
I know. I'm going to go with the ass grab. It's my final answer.
I'm not going to announce it yet. I'm not going to announce it because I want to announce this special thing about to the grand prize winner.
Okay.
I want to get this in before there's.
You've been punked.
I know. Am I looking at shit again? Like what?
No.
Okay.
No, it's. I just want to talk about
Blue Juice Comics.
Tonight's trophy presentation sponsor is Blue Juice Comics.
Who'd have guessed?
Just bleep that out. It's fine.
Go to shopbluejuice.com or digitally search Blue Juice Comics at comicsology.com. Go do them a solid. They did a big favor for Tell 'em Steve Dave this past summer, and we're trying to repay it now to them. All right. I had a listener write in who inquired about being a sponsor, but he didn't have a business to promote, but he really wanted to show support for TSD because listening to TSD really helped him when he was going through some tough times when his son was born very prematurely. I'm happy to report his son is growing and getting healthier every day, and this proud father wanted to sponsor a player in tonight's tournament in the name of his son. He wanted to give me money. I wouldn't have any of it. He really wrote me a long, very heartfelt email. So I thought it would be, nice and and special to not just sponsor a random player, but instead honor his son by naming one of the trophies after him. So the winner of tonight's Blue Juice Comics Invitational Championship belt.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
You get the championship belt.
Ah, look at that. The 4-color demons, the ants on it.
That is now going to be named forever.
Fuck me.
I like how it's like Ming has a tattoo. Now he has to display that in his house.
The Charleston Max Sontag Blue Juice Comics 1-3 Invitational Championship belt. So that's going to go to the winner, along with and the people who to give the guy who made this belt some love. Was designed and provided by the Trophy Shop in Vernon, Connecticut. People can follow on Twitter at the Trophy Shop CT. Also,
very good guys.
Has a link to their Facebook page if they want to like me on Facebook. He asks. Also, a winner will be receiving the Blue Juice Comics 1-3 Invitational Championship trophy provided by Samuel Gividen. As far as a shout out, you can just point the ants to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sinfonia Sam, where they could see the making of the trophy video. And you
Wow, what is that? 3D printed?
Yeah, it's got 3D printed. It's got a gun. That
Why
was
is there a pistol on it? What is
because
it?
that was where he represented your 1, 2, 3, where you put a gun to Suzanne's head.
Oh, okay.
It's got some bottles on it to represent the bottle dump.
Bottle dump.
It's got some ants crawling on it, and it says 1 true 3 on it. So the winner's going to get both of those.
That's a 3D printed?
Which you have to leave in the shop.
Oh, it is on the back. It says,
my name is not Ming.
Wow, that's cool. Nice little callback.
Debacle in
Nice
1, 2, 3
callback.
history.
Yes.
A very close second was the golf course story by Sunday Jeff.
I think Mike punched Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah, I think he punched Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah. And Brian, what do you think Mike did?
And it made a giant Batman.
Did what's her name? Julie Child grab his ass? Did he fight Emerald Lagasse, or did he miss out on Good Morning America? Ming, you've already said.
Yes.
Said the ass grab.
You think the ass grab happened? I don't think it was Emerald. I think that's a variation on the Andrew McCarthy fight. James Spader.
Oh, that's
one of the fucking Brat Pack, whoever. I honestly, I think he may have missed out on
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America, yeah.
All right. I am proud to announce the 2015 Blue Juice Invitational.
That one I probably fucking got right.
1, 2, 3 Invitational champion, Mr. Ming Chen.
Mike, good job. Good job. Holy shit.
Ming, congratulations.
Wow.
How do you feel?
I'm going to Disneyland with all this money.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Wow. I did not think this was going to happen.
Fucking
A lot
television
of
star gets money.
lot of strong players here. A lot of great players here.
Just take the fucking money.
I got speechless. I am speechless. But great game. I know you didn't come over there 100%. So we thank? Wasn't there?
We gotta thank Declan. He actually sparked this idea.
It was his idea.
He threw this out there. We should do something like this. So Declan,
why don't you do an extra long episode, boys? What a fucking genius!
But he said we should try to get everybody who's ever been a major player on. And try to pull this off, and it happened. So I want to thank all the players for coming down.
Yeah, thank you.
Here after being eliminated early, Sunday Jeff, you stuck through like a trooper, stayed to the better end, and
I promised him I'd give $100 back to him if I won. So
yeah, you didn't win. So
I wanted to see if I'd do it.
Wow!
Thanks, gentlemen.
So you got fucked up.
Wow! Look at that pile of money. Look at that pile of fucking cash.
This is insane.
So give us a send off, Ming.
You're gonna tell your wife you won?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not telling mine I lost.
I'm going to tell her how much I won, but I'm going to tell her I won.
Spend it on a couple yoga girls.
That'll be for the next 1, 2, 3. Wow.
He's going to spend that money on the dumbest shit ever.
Perhaps.
It's our money, so
I love it.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. I hope this becomes somewhat of a tradition. I know you're gonna come up with more stuff, but I'm drained. Thank you,
maybe
guys.
a shorter tournament next time.
Thank you,
A new game, a different game.
Thank you, Thomas, Dave. Thank you, Maxwell, for coming down twice. Thank you, Frank number 5. Thank you, Get Em. Thank you, everybody.
Frank number 5, you brought some amazing stories.
Yeah, you really.
So glad you came down.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
You're not welcome back.
Chris Redondo. Chris Redondo, fuck you, but I'm kidding. I did this for you. I did this for you. This is for
Chris
this
Ledondo's only mission tonight was to make sure he got out that he fucking took down somebody else.
But you didn't hear the whole story, and then I stepped on his fucking face.
Wow. $100 well
He's
spent.
like, I took down a non-Middle Eastern terrorist.
He was probably drunk.
But win or lose, we had the ISO Comics Finals. But thank you for putting this together.
Now, Ming, are we going to
great fun.
display those trophies here in the?
Yeah, absolutely. We have room here.
We'll display them here, but don't tweet about it. Nobody
Nope.
tweet about it until the final episode airs, and after that, you can talk about your experiences online if you want, or if you don't. All right.
5 straight hours wasn't enough.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Woo! Nicely done, man.
Nice work, man.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.